Hi, welcome to the Vaguely Anime Podcast. I am one of the three deep weebs. Michael, how you doing, Sage?
I'm alright.
Yeah?
Yeah, you didn't say we musketeers?
Yeah, I changed it to deep weebs.
Weebketeers?
I changed it to deep weebs from the thing that we said last time.
Oh.
Just keep changing the name.
I know,
based
but
on
I don't
something
like
that we call
deep
ourselves.
weeb. It just sounds.
Well, if there's another episode and
It
we
sounds-
call ourselves something differently
Yeah,
this
but
episode,
deep
I'll
weeb
change it
just
again.
sounds kind of yucky.
Well, that sounds like your problem
We're
because it's
in
deep
it.
weeb now. Hey, Colin.
Sex.
Ew.
Hey,
think
gotta
that's
get
gonna-
those ratings.
Do you think that'll help the ratings?
I'm leaving.
It sure did for one of our
No,
episodes.
because of the
For that one.
title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. Now he has a reason for us to name it
It's
that.
in the algorithm now.
Can we just name it just that? Just
Sex?
sex.
Sex.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing
100%.
else.
Yeah, I want the views up.
All those bots are just going to be about weirdly PG Pornhub comments.
We should just start.
Wow.
We should just start every podcast being like, yeah, we'll get into the sex talk in about 20 minutes, but first let's talk about this first thing and just never get there.
Yeah, like,
Con them into it
Yeah, it's clickbait, but in the video.
in the video.
yeah. Well, because like, dude, especially because like all those comments are just like fucking. They're literally they're PG Pornhub.
They're really
wow,
weird.
so good, but like it was really great in the video. I was worried about her knees, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Who
no,
even says that?
I read that comment and then I watched it to be like, what are they talking about? And then I'm like, we don't bring up someone's knees. Question mark?
You got it now, right?
Yeah.
No, yes.
Okay,
I
okay,
understood
okay.
why they commented that, but I was just like,
Because it's a bot.
did we do something?
It's not a real person.
I
Yeah. All those
understand, Michael.
bots are just like,
Very interesting.
yeah. I don't even get the point. What does it gain anything?
I don't know.
Like the
Doesn't
random
matter.
ones that have like links in it, like I understand because you click on it and then like you fucking give someone a virus.
It's probably something in the bio of the profile. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, who knows? But anyway, we are the three weebs, and we are going to actually
Talk about anime.
possibly, maybe talk about anime
Well,
this episode.
It'll be vague, but we'll get there.
I at least know I want to talk about Code Geass.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
The only show that I can bring up currently, nobody has watched here. So
Well,
But
sucks to be you.
Love Rue.
What?
Can't.
To Love Rue, man. The current ecchi I'm watching. It's a classic.
That's the one you brought up the other day, right?
Yeah. It's a classic, and then I think the Darkness season 2 is somewhat recent, but like it is a classic of the ecchi genre.
I see.
All right.
Although the new season did that thing where they like changed the animation to like that more like smooth style where like there's not like the outlines anymore.
Okay,
It's very
Oh yeah.
Like original Sailor Moon to Sailor Moon Crystal. where they look
like Original Devil is a part timer to the new trailer.
yes.
There we go.
Stuff like that.
There we go.
I could show you a side by side.
Oh, okay.
But actually, Colin, if you just want to pull up like I don't know, To Love Rue in general, and then show her an image, and then just
Show
pull up
me, like, I
Darkness
guess-
season 2.
Oh, is that the like sequel?
There's To Love Rue.
Right.
Then there's Moto To Love Rue, which is the second season, and then there's To Love Rue Darkness, which is the third, and then Darkness 2.
Oh, okay.
So there are 4 seasons in total.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay, here's To Love Rue.
Right, I know what that is.
Yeah.
I never watched it though.
Darkness.
Darkness 2. And then,
Darkness 2.
yeah, then just put up To Love Rue Darkness second season or whatever. They did the same thing with High School DxD, where like the new seasons got like.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
they got like that makeover.
It's like the more modern style of
I mean, I don't
animation.
think it looks bad though.
No, it doesn't look bad, but like when you've been watching a show for
Right,
like
and then
4
it
seasons,
changes
yeah.
style, and you're like, this is just a little bit off.
Right, exactly.
Like-
I have no problem with
Right,
it.
it's not bad, but it definitely feels weird. You know what it's
Like
like?
I appreciate the titty regardless of animation
It's
style.
like watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 and then watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist Kingdom, and you're like, even though that's like a very big change, but you're watching Season 0 and you're like, this kind of looks terrible. And then you watch Duelist Kingdom and it's still terrible, but in a different way.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's like I think it's because the most anime I watched was in that early 2000s period of being made with the hard line edges.
Right.
So I'm just so used to that. When I see it without it, I'm just like, oh, this feels just
Yeah, when it
a
changes to like
little
soft
wrong.
edge.
I
Yeah, it
kind
feels
of
just a
like
little
the
wrong.
soft edge though.
No, I don't hate it. It's just
oh,
like
no.
I mean, normally like it doesn't bother like especially if I like start a show with it. It's just the changeover.
Oh, because for this, if it's like the same show, you mean?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I think it's just a weird thing. I think it's a weird nostalgia thing for me because it's like when we were watching Mushishi, I was like, oh, look at how little the animation moves. I fucking love this. This is top tier anime. Yes.
But I also feel like with Mushishu. Yeah.
Mishishu.
Stop. Mushishi, I feel like it's almost like intentional. It doesn't feel like they're cutting budget, you know what I mean?
Oh,
no,
no,
yeah,
it wasn't.
intentionally, it just takes its time.
Right.
No, it's a slower moving show, so it's a slower moving animation, and it works very
right,
well.
and it's so like tranquil, so like to have these like long lingering panning shots, I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so
like,
well.
But it's so reminiscent of that early 2000s
Oh, yeah, for
animation
sure,
that, like,
for
it
sure.
just-
That style.
It scratches that itch for me.
right.
Yeah.
But like with To Love Ru, especially since it's an ecchi, it's like you're not really there for like as long as the titty look
you're
good.
not there for the plot.
As long as the
Oh,
titty look good,
You don't want
you
to.
don't care.
You don't want to know who
Who
the
he
guy
guys?
picks or who she picks.
Well, no. So the show,
It's not a harem.
no, it is.
Oh, okay.
But,
I was about to be
100%, it is.
surprised.
Oh, also,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
between-
Like any harem you watch, you're so surprised about who they end up with.
Well, no,
Well, but
so
you
the
know
whole
what I'm
the whole
saying.
thing
Yeah.
is well, first of all, I also wanted to bring up that the voice actress for one of the main girls changes from season 3 to season 3 part 2.
Ew.
And so I was like, so you get the same one for 3 seasons.
Ew. And
then
then
it changes-
halfway,
yeah, yeah.
that's horrible.
And I was like, and it's like it's not a bad voice,
yeah.
but you know when it's just it's not the voice,
No, yeah.
you know, because you're already used to one, and so I was like, it's not a bad voice, but it ain't the voice.
No, because even if it sounds like, let's say it's like similar, you know it's different.
Pretty similar.
But you know it's different.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
you keep focusing on like, why is this different? And what is making it
Right.
different? Even if you know if it's somebody else.
But like, so the show is, as most ecchis start, you know, boy loves one person,
Right.
and then like one person also likes him, but he doesn't think that, and then a random girl shows up. I explained this last episode or whenever.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
you are really picky.
I'm trying to find one good like strawberry or watermelon, and there's none in here.
I really
it's all
wish there was a
garbage
Tootsie
flavors.
Pop in there, but
There's a
they're only blow pops.
bit so honey.
But
How dare
anyway,
you?
you know, then random girl comes in,
Right.
changes up the formula.
Right. You got to shake it
Yeah,
up.
yeah. And then as the show goes on, more girls get added,
Right.
et cetera, et cetera. Then over time, they start liking him. But in the 3rd season, like another the like Lala, the like pink hair girl, like
The main girl?
Yeah, the girl, and then there's her and Haruna, like the blue hair girl. Those are like the 2.
Okay.
But anyway, Lala, pink hair girl, his 2 sisters show up.
Uh-oh.
And one of them is also, well, both of them like him, but like one of them really loves the main guy, and so she is like, we should make a harem. And I think I explained this because I was like, yeah, because she's like, you're gonna be the king of fucking the galaxy.
Right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember you
so
saying
like,
that.
it's fine. It's normal in space. And he's like, yeah, but we're on Earth right now in Japan, and that's not okay. She's like, yeah, but that doesn't fucking matter. You're gonna make the rules when you become king, so whatever.
Jesus Christ, I can't.
And so then the like the 3rd season, like part 1 and 2 are kind of, they're still the story, but also the like B plot is
Right.
her trying to get all of them to realize that they like him
Right.
and like join the harem.
It's like a throuple, but with like 6 people.
Yeah. And like there's objectively good girls and objectively bad girls in this show,
Oh,
and I will take no
always.
There's
slander.
always
Always.
objectively
Like,
bad
Th-
girls.
You have in any harem situation, there's at least 1 or 2 girls where you know everybody is not rooting for them. You
Yeah.
know that if the main guy ended up with like the unexpected choice, people would burn down the city.
Well, so I'm pretty sure
I think
know.
more so it's like you have those 1 or 2 girls, and it's like, if this is your best girl, I know you're fucking wrong.
No,
I know I should not
have
talk to you.
you have bad taste. You don't understand what true beauty is.
Right.
You've
Coincidentally,
never even looked at a woman.
Well, like because some of them are
Was
they're all
coincidentally-
hot, obviously.
talking about
Right.
best
But
girls.
but the
in-
personality.
Was coincidentally talking about best girls in Monster Musume with some people today.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
very good.
very
At
good.
work?
No, yeah, it was a group chat.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Oh, I
where
think
I was
would
at
you-
work. I was
I'm,
at
I'm
work.
just picturing you. I don't know what your office setup is, but I'm picturing you in a cubicle, and it's like 4 cubicles like this, right, wall to wall to wall,
Yeah.
and you just being like, "So, what's your favorite girl from Monster Musume?" Just over the cubicles, and somebody answers.
I was
someone's
ex-
just
I was
like-
I was
like you
thinking
don't
more
even
like
see their face. You
I was
just
thinking
hear
more
the
like
disembodied
he rolls
voice.
out of the cubicle and looks over and goes, "Hey."
Hey,
who's your favorite girl in Monster Musume? And the guy just turns and goes, Spider Girl. And he goes, yeah, and they high five, and then they're best friends forever.
And then they just keep typing.
No,
Yeah, they never talk about it
Yeah,
again.
they never talk again.
Thankfully, everybody in the chat, some very good takes. One person was like, Spider Girl's tied for #1 with me. I was like, all right, fair. Somebody else was like, you know the really big, tall ogre girl? Yeah. And I was like, all right, Shadow of Colossus, I dig it. Fuck yeah.
I mean, fair enough. But oh right, so I'm pretty sure the show ends with spoilers if anybody cares about an ecchi show. And
What about the enthralling plot? Come on.
fair. I enjoy watching the show for what the story it does tell. To be fair.
Oh,
But-
I just watch ecchi for comedy.
Yeah. But like, I'm pretty sure it ends with like them just actually being a harem. Like
Okay.
I don't think technically, like Lala, the main girl, like wins
She's
because
the
he
first
yeah
wife.
because he has to marry her for
Right,
it to
so,
all work.
So she's the first wife, and they're all like wife 2 through 6 or whatever it is.
Like so technically, I guess she wins because he has to marry her. But like,
Right.
but I'm pretty sure he ends up with like all of them. But you know, there are objectively bad ones, but most of them pretty good. The only one that I think is objectively bad is like the fucking snooty rich girl. But you know, you find out she has like a heart of gold, but she's also just like I can't fucking stand her personality. So like,
I feel like in Girls Bravo there wasn't any bad girls. But I could
mean,
be wrong. No, I don't
did
think
not
so.
see
it's
Bravo,
purely
so-
just the personality.
Wait, can
of
you
that
just look
one.
it up so I can look at the girls real quick? Because I can't remember if there was any bad ones, but I don't
Mike.
think there are.
Who's your worst girl in Monster Musume? I've got like 2 or 3 options right now that I'm going between, but I'm curious what you got to say.
I never finished Monster Musume.
No?
Actually, no, wait, I never even started
No,
Monster
I watched
Musume.
what,
You
2
did?
episodes
No.
with
You
you?
watched 2 episodes.
Okay, show me a picture of those girls, and I'll pick blindly.
No, I never watched Monster Musume.
Blind decision with no knowledge.
All right, yeah.
I'm gonna go with worst girl, slime girl,
That's very far from the truth.
or bird girl.
That's very accurate.
Oh!
Bird
She-
girl,
she's
bird
a
girl
lo-
ain't pretty.
She's a lolly. She's not pretty. She's also
Uh-oh. Wait,
oh,
let
she's
me
a
see.
lolly.
She's
I
a
didn't remember
lolly.
that part. But
Wait,
yeah,
let me
I
see,
mean,
let me see.
I still stand by that, just so people don't think I would go. I'm saying I don't remember that part. Like it's gonna help it positively.
All right, so we have Mermaid Girl, Centaur Girl, Snake Girl, Bird Girl, Slime Girl, Spider Girl are the main girls before we get more.
Okay, the
main girl
mermaid
is Snake
girl
Girl-
is
Snake
so
Girl?
pretty.
Yeah, you want to know why the Mermaid Girl is bottom tier? She has what was she? She has like a grief kink. She just wants the main character to fucking die tragically, after she gets pregnant. So she like literally.
So she likes attention.
She loves attention. So basically, one time she was literally drowning him at the bottom of a pool, trying to fuck him, and he was like, "I'm not trying to die. Please get the fuck off of me." And
Oh,
she's just
you
like, "No,
hate-
this is so
that-
tragic.
that's-
Think about what I'll tell our children." And I'm like,
That's so awful because her design is really cute.
"Oh, so cute, absolutely." But just
wow,
awful
you hate
character.
to see it. Also, wait, sorry, I just need this a little closer.
Yeah.
I don't love how the bird girl looks.
Yeah, she's.
You know
She's
what it is though?
not
I
great.
think it's the hair. The hair is what's bothering me because it's almost identical to her wing color, which makes sense.
No,
Yeah.
the hair. I think the hair's fine. I don't like the slime girl's design.
Really, I like her.
Her hair bothers me.
Really,
No,
I
no,
was
no.
gonna say I like the hair
The thing about the slime girl is like
because I like
she
that color
constantly,
green.
like changes her look.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I figured
cute.
that was the gimmick.
I also like the snake girl.
Snake Girl, I think, is like
Okay, so
top tier.
so if the mermaid
Well,
wasn't
I hope so. If she's
She-
the best,
she
if
is-
she's the main girl.
She's the main girl. She is top tier. I think I put her in top 3.
You know, it's a failed show when main girl is
right,
like.
if she's not
Like
good.
there are shows where main girl ain't the like #1 pick, but like usually they're fine. Then
Oh,
there's
yeah.
the show where main girl is like the worst option, and you're like, oh god, anybody but them. Like perfect example is Black Clover. I fucking hate Noelle because she's a tsundere and I hate her personality and everything about it.
Well,
but
you don't
she's
like
the main girl,
tsunderes.
right? But she's the main girl.
Oh, right.
And I'm
yikes.
like, every other girl that likes this man is a better option. Mimosa, best choice in that show.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think of like a good option for. I guess like my biggest complaint would be Bleach, and I don't think that the girl that he ends up with is the worst. I just think that he should.
Wait, who does he end up with?
The orange-haired girl,
Oh,
Ru-
Orihime?
Orohime. But
I love her.
no, Orohime is great, but Rukia.
I know, but They were never good together.
I thought they worked very well together.
No, Rukia is too good for him. Ichigo is such a fucking scrub.
This is Scott Pilgrim now. I didn't realize this was Scott Pilgrim.
Ichigo is such a scrub. Rukia is way too good
so
for him.
Orihime is not too good for him.
No, I think they're on the same level of blandness.
That's
but
fair.
I also really always loved her character designs because she's just so cute and bubbly, and she had those cute little hairpins that is her magic.
That
I'm
is
like,
her magic,
I love it. Wait, I never finished talking about this.
Okay.
Um,
Wait, Spider Girl's face is cut off.
I know, which is unfortunate because I want to see it. But
You
the
and Spider Girl.
Centaur girl is kind of bland as well.
Yeah, she was never really like.
There's only so much you can do with a centaur.
No, I just mean with like, I don't know, something about the like long high blonde ponytail with the bangs. I'm just not like really feeling it. I wish they gave her less of what you would expect a centaur. Do you know what I mean? Because you think like a horse's mane and you braid it, and then she's gonna have a long ponytail.
I like the idea that like centaurs.
She has a ponytail and she's half pony.
Right.
Is that not on the nose enough for you?
But like the idea that like
I want her to have like a sweet ass bob or something. You know what I mean?
Spider Girl.
Okay, let me see. She's cute, but I also feel like she wants to hurt me.
Yeah, she likes to tie people up with her webs.
yeah.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, that gift never showed up, so I guess you're not getting that that Spider Girl build
Oh, R.I.P.
Oh,
model. Yeah, I got it. I just like I paid for it. It's never shown up.
that's
so
really depressing.
I either got ripped off or it just got lost.
I really appreciate the effort. I was wondering what it was gonna be because I'm sitting here. I'm like, is he gonna do like a chilled thing? Because I keep this dumb chilled joke going, but like that's even better.
Yeah, no. I it either got lost during the storm at some point or they ripped me off. One of those two.
Rip. But yeah, I think if the mermaid didn't have a literal grief kink, I think she would be my favorite. Just visually, because she's, I think, has the best character design. And then the snake girl.
Can you pull
Snake
up the
Girl is great.
Can you pull up the two Love Rue girls?
Two Love Rue girls.
I mean, they look like normal
got the
people.
girls
So,
Oh
but,
wait,
Bravo
and then
girls still.
and then can you pull up the Girls Bravo girls? So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
mi-
here we
so
go,
you
here we
oh
go.
yeah. So
Here, you wanna bring it over to him? I mean,
so he can see the options.
well, they'll be on the screen, I guess.
yeah, they will.
Okay, don't pick that one. That's the only lolly in the group.
You can't tell me what to do.
Can he not
Okay.
tell by looking at her, or is it a bad picture?
This girl.
Blue-haired girl?
Is that not purple?
Oh, it's blue.
Oh, okay. Her.
Oh, okay. She's like the shy, reserved one, and she also hates men.
Oh wait, let me try. Let me try.
Sure, that sounds about right for.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah. So Colin's just looking at the picture. I guess I'll fucking put an arrow on the screen for whichever one he chooses.
Yeah.
from
For
the
each one that you
picture.
want to
Yeah.
pick.
I guess I'll pick green hair girl. Yeah, green hair girl. I like her style.
Wait, which one is green? Her hair is blonde, Unity. It's like a white blonde.
Look,
Oh.
the other one looked purple too.
Okay,
so
it's
like,
just the
It
picture.
is literally purple.
It's
in
just the picture, but her hair is blonde. She is the one. She's the younger sister of the main guy's like foe. And she's.
So then you get to fuck your faux sister. That's even better. Do you know how
flex on him.
You are flexing.
Wait, is she the younger sister? I think. Don't quote me on it. But she's also like into like witchcraft and voodoo and magic, and she keeps trying to like make spells.
Those are always the kinkiest.
She keeps trying to like make spells and do like sneaky shit to make the main guy fall in love with her because she's like obsessed with him.
Mhm.
So she's that type.
Oh, so actually, yeah, you know what? Pink hair girl starting to look pretty good.
That's my favorite.
Pink hair girl starting to look pretty
To be
good.
fair,
she's
Pink Hair
also-
Girl was my second choice. So.
She's also the main girl, and she's
Yeah.
really wholesome, and she's really sweet, and she's just trying her best, but she like is from a different planet, so she doesn't know what the fuck is
That's
going
awesome.
on.
Okay, what was the show you
the
wanted to
two
do?
Love Rue girls.
Two Love Rue girls.
I want to see because they all look like normal people, but like I want to just see which one you look at and you're like, this is the one.
I feel that.
Okay, I'm gonna go first here.
Let me show the list. Let me see the list.
Yeah,
of
wait,
people
I
real
wanna
quick.
see
I just want to make sure it like
Um,
has most of them.
All
if
the
not
like
all.
the important
Yeah,
ones.
yeah. If not
Trying
all,
to find out
most.
like the picture nice and big.
You know what I felt like had a really big cast for a harem?
What?
Love Hina.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. That's good enough. That's most of the
It's on the
important
wiki.
players.
Right? Like I feel like Love Hina had like
I don't
what,
think I ever
12
watched
girls.
Love Hina.
Oh, I remember
Oh,
reading it.
this is tough. Sage, take a look while I'm taking a look.
There will be a wrong choice in here.
There's a wrong choice. I feel like the wrong choice is gonna bait me.
I feel like the wrong choice is the girl with the long brown hair and the ugly skirt.
Maybe.
Is that the
I
wrong
feel like
choice?
that's
I'm
not
not
the
gonna tell you
wrong
guys
choice.
until
Okay.
you make the choice.
I like
The wrong choice is gonna bait you. That's the thing. It's gonna be like, look at how cute and adorable she is until she's actually just ready to cut your dick off or something.
Okay, I really like the pink-haired girl with the short little.
The one that would be cutting your dick off is not in this one.
The
Oh.
green, or
Yeah.
the blue, or the red.
The with the green, and she has the short hair with the bangs. She's
Alright.
really cute.
Yeah.
And I also like the blonde girl with the black.
Sage, you have incredibly good taste because that was also my order.
So which ones did you pick? One more time.
So
Bottom
we
right,
picked the,
bottom
the
middle.
pink girl in the bottom,
right and bottom middle.
and
Yeah.
the blonde one.
Okay. So the wrong choice is that one because that's his sister and she's 12.
I was right. I said the brown hair with the ugly
You
skirt.
were right. You were right. I
But
thought
she
you were
is
wrong.
also that the sister archetype that like got her shit together and like looks out for
Oh.
her brother and like the
But
brother looks
also
out for
wants
her
to
too.
so
fuck him?
actually,
I don't know. I don't think I think like in the show I don't think they ever or in the manga I think they just like I think they just get closer as like siblings in like slightly still an uncomfortable way but never romantically.
So they never like come out and say it.
Yeah, I think if I think as far as it goes is like they just kind of start like showering at the same time and stuff like that. But like
Still don't like that.
right,
Ew.
but they never like they never do anything. Like they're not romantically involved.
Okay.
Well,
Well, is it just baiting the audience?
I
and
guess
it's just
yeah,
kind of
pretty
like.
much. I think it's mostly just like yeah, I don't know, but like I don't think they're ever romantically a
Right.
thing.
Also, this girl's haircut is not cute with the
So
short
that's
blue hair.
that's Haruna. That's the second. That's the girl that he likes in the beginning, and then
Okay,
Lala
well
shows
he's
up.
making the wrong choice. Her haircut is ugly.
Anyway, so Momo, that's Momo.
I love her already.
She's the one that you guys picked first. She's the one that loves him when she shows up. She's one of the sisters.
Okay, I
Okay.
assume so.
Yeah, those two are twins.
I picked up
Oh,
on that.
yeah, they're
they look
twins.
similar.
She's the one that shows
They're
up. Is like,
wearing the
I
same
like
outfit.
him, and I'm gonna make this work by getting
Different
a harem
colors, but
together. And then that is Darkness, who is a trained assassin hired to kill him, but she like doesn't do it because he was really nice to her when she
Which
when
one's
she showed
Darkness?
up.
The
black
black
one, the black
Dress
and
with
blonde.
the blonde hair.
And
Yes.
she like
assassin
she can, yeah.
goth girlfriend
She could transform
with
her
blonde
body.
hair?
Yeah, she could transform her body into like blades and weapons and shit.
Ooh.
That's even cooler. I mean, I'd be
Wait,
afraid.
there's
I'd
magic
be
in
afraid,
this show?
But yeah.
No. That's like it's like genetic modification. And then like
Oh.
the main girl Lala, she like is like a fucking super genius scientist. So like all her shit's inventions. The inventions are what lead to most of the like
Wait, but
crazy
I feel like
shit
it's
that
kind
happens
of
in the show.
unfortunate because the little sister has a cuter character design.
Well, so I mean, it kind of. I mean, they all like. That's her like main thing because that's just what her like costume.
Her
thing
like
that she makes
standard
it.
outfit.
Yeah.
Do
well,
they get
I mean,
different outfits or no? They just get one. And
Well, no, I
that's
mean
it?
they go into like school outfits and stuff.
Oh,
And then
okay.
like sometimes they wear casual outfits. Trying to see if okay. Well, this one shows all of the people. I mean, it's small, but
Wait, let me see. Can you not zoom in?
apparently not. Oh wait,
Cocksuckers.
hold on. No, apparently not.
Rip.
So that's the school principal girl.
Right.
That's the one I fucking hate. That's like the rich one.
okay.
And then her like two fucking cohorts
Okay.
that are pretty chill.
okay.
They're fun. And then you got
Why does this one girl got huge ass titties? Though?
so that's
Because
like
it's
an adult.
anime?
That's an adult one. That's
she's
like
trying to
she's
fuck the
she's
guy?
the nurse.
No, she's
No,
just the
she's not
nurse.
really trying to fuck
Wait,
them.
who's she? She's really cute.
She was in the other one.
Oh, I didn't see.
She was the ghost girl on the top right.
Oh, she looks cuter in this picture.
She was that girl.
Oh.
And then fucking this girl, this one, she transforms into a boy when they sneeze. She's from like an alien race that like they change genders.
Oh, like Rama half.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh.
And but then conveniently when she's like in like the third season when she's all down and out about it and she's like, "Oh, I could never be with Rito," like cuz you like they like officially go on like a date.
Right.
And then she like changes during it and she's like, "I fucking ruined everything. It's over." Turns out, once they hit the age of maturity, they split into two different people. So now she no longer has
why
to
doesn't
deal
she
with
just
it.
take some antihistamines? Take some Zyrtec.
But
Get it together, lady.
But yeah, so apparently they
Take some Benadryl. You
so
can't
then she's
sneeze
like,
in a
I
coma.
don't gotta worry about it now. And but I was like, every time I thought about it, I was like, bro, what if like, because before I knew that was a thing,
Right.
I was like, what if you're in like mid bang sesh and you
Mid-coitus?
change, like,
Wait, if you hold in the sneeze, like like you feel a sneeze coming on, and then you
Yeah.
don't do it.
yeah, they talk about like how difficult her life because she's an idol, so
Oh.
because the two of them can talk internally,
Okay.
the two because they are two separate people,
Right.
they just share a body.
Right.
And so they like during that episode when they go on that date, like they talk about like how hard her life's been like recently because she's like, I'm doing all this stuff and like I have to make sure I don't change and like it's like whatever and like I think the guy's name is like Ren or whatever and he's been really good because like he's been trying to like help me so that I don't change when I'm like in certain
Oh,
areas.
that's
that, like,
nice.
and it's really nice. And then like when she changes, he's like, I'm so sorry, and he like tries to like make himself sneeze to like go back to like help her.
That's
Oh,
funny.
that's
That's a
sweet.
funny
I
thing.
like that.
Yeah. And then that episode they like split into two different beings and they're like, yes,
Woo!
I'm finally free.
I get to be my own person.
Yeah. But he's pretty cool. He shows up originally as him, like, and he loves Lala, and he's like the rival.
Oh.
And then he turns into a girl and is a different personality and loves Rito. So that's like the joke.
Oh, that's
Gotcha.
pretty funny.
I like that. That's
Yeah,
a good.
yeah.
That's a good bit.
I honestly, the show is really fun, and you get some quality titty. So like,
Haven't watched a ecchi in a while. I used to do it bi-yearly, and I think I'm like 4 years from my last one now.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched an ecchi in a really long time.
honestly, if you just want like a fun, stupid one, To Love Ru is good. The
I'm
dubs, it's almost completely dubbed. I think the last episode for the dub for season 2 of Darkness is done the like first week of December.
Oh well.
So like it's completely over, basically.
Well, then that's done by this time. Speaking of first week of December, you know what we're getting December 1st, baby? Do you know what we're getting December 1st, baby? That's already out.
Not part 7.
Part 6. Also, Christmas is coming.
It's for Christmas.
He's wearing a JoJo Christmas sweater that says "Christmas is coming."
Oh my God!
Yeah, and it's got a picture of
Old man Joseph.
of Silver Fox Joestar.
Oh, Silver Fox indeed. That's why we got
Pre
Josuke.
or post banging other person?
Post.
Post.
Because Josuke was definitely around during the 50 days.
Can't believe they did that to that man.
It's a
Joseph was the best man, and then you turn out he was a fucking adulterer, and you're like,
She doesn't know yet.
Yeah. What?
Well,
Yeah,
whatever.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Rip.
Yeah, the second best JoJo is the second best JoJo for a reason.
I see.
First best JoJo is first best JoJo, but he has some missteps.
Okay.
Do you want me to just tell you?
No,
Okay.
I'll go into it blunt.
Anyway,
Sounds good. We should finish JoJo at some point.
We really should.
Anyways, they just announced, this has already happened. This is, when this comes out. I'm so excited, though. They announced they're going to release 12 episodes of Stone Ocean, Part 6 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, on December 1st.
yeah, I still don't know how I feel about that because I'm like,
I'm pretty cool with it.
I kind of either want it to be all in one or give me weekly. And honestly, preferably, I think I want weekly for anime.
I think they're doing weekly, but I think they're doing like a big chunk first, and then they're going to do weekly later. So it's just up to you to not binge it all in one go. So I've got a plan right now to just watch like 6 episodes in the first day and then just space it out.
I mean, I always have this thing where I'm like, I enjoy weekly shows or things that I have to wait for a bit on, but like, also I have no time. And so like, if I have the time, I just end up binging things.
Yeah.
So it's like a weird thing of like, my own time makes it so I binge, but I'd rather not.
I think
What if they release the 12 episodes all at once?
Yeah.
And then they don't start doing weekly until 12 weeks later.
I think that's what's happening potentially because
Yeah, some things.
the
do
only
That's
thing we
really funny.
the only thing we know right now is that 12 episodes come out on December 1st, and then on January 7th, in Japan, it's going to start airing weekly.
Oh.
So I
okay.
think from that point potentially. So I think we might just start seeing the rest of the episodes come out weekly after that, which I'm kind of fine with. I just want to see like a
Right,
little
you
bit
get
of
like
it.
it's almost like
It's enough to like watch a bunch of and then chill.
right. You know how like TV shows will do like half the season and then they have like that mid-season break,
Yeah.
and then like let's say it started in the fall and then they'll break for the winter and then come back in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah. I'm pretty cool. I'm just so excited to get the next part. I fucking love part 6. It's one of the just it's such a good part, and it's got like one of the best casts.
Fun.
Oh, did you see? Speaking of cast, did you see the thing I sent you right before the podcast?
I did not.
Okay. They announced. Well, they showed the people playing the live action Straw Hat Crew.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's on Twitter. I sent it to you if you want to just pull it up real
They're
quick.
doing a live action one?
They
Yeah,
are. The cast looks pretty fucking good. Not gonna lie. Whether it'll be good.
It's
Right.
it's tough because
But-
I remember I was watching because let me get into that for a hot second. I remember I was watching a video which was some people talking about there was the guy who's making the live action the live action One Piece Straw Hats.
The live action Straw Hats.
The live action Straw
What if they call
Hats.
it that?
That'd be good. No, it wouldn't. The live action One
Wait,
Piece.
I
The
want
guy.
to see.
Oh yeah, the guy who's making it is he had an interview. Effectively, he had a dinner with Eiichiro Oda.
Right.
And he was like, just talking to him, and he was like, I love it. I've been a fan for a long time. And he was just talking about this, and he was talking about that, about the story. He was like, I really want to make sure that we get like this done, and that we do this and this and this. And Eiichiro Oda is just like sitting there the whole time looking at me, and he just puts out his hand. He's like, I have full faith in you to make this.
Oh, that's
adaptation.
good.
It's
shook
not
his
that
hand,
I
and it's
don't
like-
have faith about people doing live action adaptations of anime. It's just that live action does not work well with anime.
It's
No, I'm
just
not-
been
I'm not disagreeing with
historically
you.
bad.
No, because it's not. They can make a story for live action and it be good, but especially when you get things involved like with One Piece, where like some kid has to like stretch his limbs to like absurd degrees and stuff.
Right.
Like it's not really gonna look good because it's
I
not
mean-
because like CGI looks good, but there's a difference between like something that looks realistic, which CGI usually goes for, and like
I'd
the
love to
way
see some.
animation can make things look.
No, 100%. I don't have like 100% faith that this is going to be like a good thing. I just think that the guy who's making it knows enough about the series to know what's important to include and
Right. I mean,
and
like I said, I don't
make
think
done.
that. I think the story could theoretically be great, but like I have no idea.
Alright, so
I don't have faith in the show.
I'm assuming that's going to be Luffy.
That's Luffy.
That's Luffy.
That's
that's-
Zoro. That's Nami. That's Usopp. That's Sanji.
Really? Oh, I would have switched Sanji and Zoro.
Well, no, because Zoro's Asian.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he's not English. I don't think. I mean, he's not American. But I don't know what his accent is. I don't think. I don't think
they're
he's
gonna
French.
make it a TV show.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
Netflix
then,
is doing
and
it.
also they're saying
Okay.
that shirt was designed by Oda.
I was
Oh,
like
that's
low
awesome.
key worried they were gonna try to do a movie.
No,
it's
it would
no.
never work as
No,
a movie.
that's
yeah.
why I was like,
But it's
why
fine.
does it-
1,030 chapters in. Yeah, a 2-hour movie will be fine.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.5.
Imagine
it's
trying
like
to condense
turning.
all of it into a movie.
That's funny. You're going to do a minute per arc.
Yeah.
Okay. We can't even get one like 26 episode season into a movie that makes halfway sense.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
No, I mean I feel like even though it makes sense time wise, I don't think a live action movie could like pull off even like say like a real anime movie.
no, it's
Because I
like,
think they would try to do beats differently and it wouldn't work.
I mean,
It's
look
what
at
we
Ghost in the
talked-
Shell.
it's what we talked about
Yeah.
the other day of like live action just does not translate that same feeling of animation.
Like imagine Your Name in live action.
right.
Like
Oh,
it
they're
would
doing it.
not hit. I fucking forgot about that. How
No,
dare you
because-
bring that up
and,
to me?
and I think that's
And it's
a-
by J.J. Abrams.
I think that's a good
Is it
example
by him or is he
because
producing?
I'm not sure. I can check.
so much of the charm of Your Name is the atmosphere
Yeah.
and the colors and the lighting and just the wholesomeness of that like montage of like the taking the picture of like the snacks and the desserts. Like you could do that in real life, make that same montage,
Right.
but the food is not gonna look as appealing and cute and just like that same expression of like that excitement for the food.
Well,
Mhm.
plus you also get to that problem of like, are you just is it the same thing or is
Right,
it
and-
different?
Yeah.
And
So-
then you run into that problem because you're like, if it's the same thing, why would I ever watch
Yeah,
this?
if
I'd
you're
rather
gonna do
watch
a
the
one
anime.
to one,
It-
it doesn't make sense.
It's looking like it's changed hands a couple times, which isn't entirely
Surprising.
encouraging
Oh,
or
also
surprising.
that.
It looks like it changed to Lee Isaac Chung, who was rewriting and directing it, and then it changed again to oh no, I'm sorry, this is Lee Isaac Chung. It's changed to Lee Isaac Chung.
From J.J. Abrams.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, no, now Lee Isaac Chung will no longer be directing the live-action adaptation.
Okay, so I think Abrams was maybe just producing it.
Yeah, that was in July of this
That
year.
seems
so
like
I
such a weird
see
choice,
if it
though.
gives an answer of who
But
it's going to
the
now.
Meteor can give such an incredible lens flare that
I'm
how
go-
can you give it to anyone
all
but that
all I
man?
could think was lens flares.
Dude, he saw that meteor and was like, I can have the world's greatest lens
I
flare.
need to fucking go. Oh, I can't.
But yeah, like, because that's the problem, right? You do one for one, and you make people happy by it being faithful. But also, why would I watch it then if it's the same thing? Because the animation will just
Right,
do it
it's
better.
just a
because
waste
then
of your
because
time.
then people who refuse to watch animation will watch it.
Yeah, but
That's
they'll
the
get a
only
lesser experience.
No,
Yeah.
but they don't
They
care.
don't care.
They
That's
don't
true.
care.
They
They will
don't.
never acknowledge the animation as an acceptable form of media because there's so many people who refuse
fucking
to
hate-
accept animation
I-
as any
I
acceptable form of
hate
media.
people who are like that. People who are like,
My parents are like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Okay,
They
well,
hear
your
they
parents
hear
are
animation,
old.
they're like, oh, kids stuff.
yeah, literally, my parents are like that. But I mean, people our age who think that anime is inherently cartoons and they imagine Western cartoons, which for the most part are made for children, except for I would say like
Oh, there's a
in
good
the
portion
past
They're
of it.
getting better.
15 years.
We've been getting good since.
No,
I mean,
that-
like
that's
since
what I
The
mean.
Simpsons
Well, I mean,
and
like-
Family Guy like
Yeah.
really hit that mainstream.
But I mean like Cartoon Network cartoons.
Yeah.
Or like Nickelodeon.
Yeah, and it's only like the people who are willing to look in there.
And
that'll
there's still
see,
the gold,
like, you know, like gold,
gold's in there.
Right.
the gold's in
I'm
it, like
not
over
saying
the garden
that
wall or
they can't be good because some
it's a
of them
more
are
modern-
actually very good.
Yeah, like Steven Universe or like back in the day, like
Yeah.
Courage the Cowardly Dog or like early SpongeBob,
Gravity
stuff like
Falls
that.
or something
Gravity
like-
Falls.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard Craig of the Creek is fantastic.
Steven Universe.
Yeah, no,
Um,
Steven Universe was amazing.
Never seen Gravity Falls or Steven Universe. no.
Oh, you
Gravity
should.
Falls
I know,
is
I Gravity
so
Fall-
good.
Gravity Falls is
it's
2
very
seasons.
short.
I know. That's why
You
I'm
can
like,
get-
I especially want to
You
watch
can
it.
get it
And-
done in 2 days, I bet, and it's
Yeah.
fantastic. It's so worth it. Alex Hirsch made it, and it's so good. There's references to it in Rick and Morty. That's
Yeah,
not
yeah, I
exactly
do know that.
exciting, but like that's a fun little fact because they were friends.
But what I was saying is that like people who don't view anime as
Animation in general is
Right,
an acceptable
as
medium.
something that can convey like a serious, meaningful, well thought out, well told story is I'm
Look,
like
go watch Silent Voice and come back and tell me that didn't fucking affect you.
like
Go watch
for-
the entirety of the Avatars.
for me, I'm just like, you are missing out on so much because of your own unwavering ignorance.
I mean,
Like, you're
shit,
playing yourself.
The Road to El Dorado is such a fucking banger of a movie.
oh god, I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, that's an
Soundtrack
fantastic.
also slams.
Soundtrack slaps. The story slaps. It's got great comedy for everyone. It's such a good movie.
And some people only know
Have
it
you not
by
seen
And
it?
and people
Are
won't
you gonna
watch
say?
it.
Are you gonna say you haven't seen? Oh, you're just saying.
No,
people
I'm
won't
saying
watch
and
it.
people. I didn't want to cut
Some
you
people-
off. Sorry.
some
You're-
people
you're good.
only know
I
it
thought you were
as-
about to be like,
Yeah.
never seen the Road to El Dorado. I was gonna.
Some people
slap
only know it
that.
as the both gif.
both is good.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of guys at Comic Con dressed up as them, and I was like so ecstatic. I
Oh
was
wait,
like,
I
my
think
God,
you
yeah,
showed
yeah.
me that picture, right?
I did, yeah.
Yes, that was good.
The amount of people, I don't know how I ended up on this side of TikTok, but the thirst trap shells. The
Why? But like, why is that a trend on TikTok?
I thought you were telling me
You're
why
about
is
why-
it like
why
why
people
shell? I was
thirst
like, you
over
gonna
her.
fucking tell me that you
no,
don't think that
no.
girl is?
Why is it a
Sage.
trend on TikTok?
I don't think it's a trend. I think I just ended up there.
Oh, you ended up in like an
Like a
offshoot,
specific
offshoot.
like a specific side.
Because
of
I'm
TikTok.
picturing like everyone on TikTok.
I
is-
mean, bro, I wouldn't be fucking upset. Shell is fucking.
Good character
Damn.
design. Good character
it's your
design.
whole timeline.
Yo, I would not be
I don't know.
complaining.
Is that what it's called on TikTok? I don't know.
For you page.
Oh, sure.
I would not be complaining if it was just everybody is fucking in that clothes, those clothes.
6-second videos, only that.
100% be down. I'd be so happy. Shell is fucking top tier design.
Oh, you know another fantastic example of like animation just having a incredibly good story that everyone should watch? Motherfucking Code Geass.
Yes.
Oh right. Yeah. You wanted to talk about that.
I did want to talk about it.
Hit us with that conversation.
Stardust.
Okay, so I first watched Code Geass, I want to say like sophomore year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I had binged all of season 1. And it got to, like how season 1 ends, right? And it got to the end of that, and I'm like, wait a minute. Because I didn't know it was a 2-season show. So I was like, that's
it. Wrap it up. We're going home.
that's how they're going to finish the story?
All right, so
Are
hold on,
you
wait,
fucking kidding me?
real quick. Spoilers for Code
Yeah,
Geass.
probably all of Code
Yeah,
Geass.
probably
All
all
of Code
So
Geass.
spoilers for all of Code Geass. How does season 1 end again? Remind me.
It's so Lelouch is going to the island to do something, and I can't remember what it is. And then Suzaku follows him there, and then they're on like a standoff, pointing guns at each other, screaming
Yep.
each other's names, and then it ends.
Okay.
And then we get jumped into season 2.
Did it end there? I feel like
it
there
ends
was
with just them
no,
screaming at each
no,
other
I,
and
I
fading to
feel
black.
like it ended.
Oh, wait, no,
it ended very specifically with Lelouch using the Geass on Suzaku, telling him to live.
No, that's in like
Was that
way before that.
Was that before that?
Way before that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
because
I have not watched this since
That's-
about sophomore
because
year
that
of
comes
high
into
school.
play with them screaming at each other.
Okay.
Right. When they, I think this is around like episode, somewhere between like 15 and 19.
R.I.P. Best Girl.
R.I.P. Honestly.
R.I.P.
But anyway, wait,
that
wait,
fucking
hold on.
Geass just activates and
Wait, hold
fucking
on.
murders
Hold
everyone.
on.
Not
So
Best
I
Girl.
think somewhere between
No.
episode 15 and 19, they get like
Colin.
Oh, all
Put
right. Well, yeah,
Best
Girl.
Colin is Best Girl. That's true.
Put some Colin up right here. Colin, best girl, best name, best girl.
Colin
Hey,
is
what's
Best
up?
Girl. That is
Hey,
facts.
what's up?
C2 not
Hey.
good.
as
C2 up there.
as I was saying.
Yeah.
When they get transported to that island,
Mhm.
that's when no, wait, not even then. At some point, Lelouch outsmarts them, and he gets Suzaku into like some kind of a field that like stops his nightmare. And then, when does he do it? Fuck
I
me,
think
because it's
I
already
think-
Oh yeah, no. He goes into the nightmare with him, and then he's talking to Suzaku because he's trying to convince him to join him
Yeah.
and not be Euphemia's knight. Something like that. I can't remember. I haven't watched it in a few years now.
Wasn't Euphemia already dead by that
Euphemia
point?
was already dead.
So why does he say it?
No, so
they get trapped.
Whatever.
They get
But I was just
cornered.
worrying about
so
where it ended.
I do remember there was a point where he was with his where Lelouch was with his father.
That's in season 2.
That's in when he has his father kill himself.
When
That's
they're
season 2,
like
yeah.
on the Sword of Akasha, and Lelouch literally talks to God,
Oh yeah, that was season 2.
and his mom is there, and it's really weird and random.
Yeah, that was later. I'm
Yeah,
tr-
that's like pretty deep into season 2.
because I remember he had like a face to face with his father in season 1, or at least
When
or at
he's
least
a kid, yeah.
no, he had like some communication with his father at the end of season 1.
I think it was.
It might have not been
face
face to face.
Yeah, I think it was like when he was pretending to be just the like
High school student.
I was gonna say the faceless mask.
Oh, Zero?
Zero. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name. But I will say my two opinions on Code Geass, besides like it's a good show, is I think season 2 is just as good as season 1, and I think that the OVAs of I'm now forgetting it, Akito the Exiled are better than both season 1 and 2. I think Akito the Exiled is a better show than Code Geass as itself.
I've not seen Akito the
I
Exile.
think Akito the Exiled looks better than both season 1 and 2 in its animation and what they do with the nightmares. Although I think if Akito the Exiled was a standalone show, it wouldn't work.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Because there's so much context.
Yeah, because it only thrives off of knowing the information from season 1 and 2.
Right.
But as a story,
you like it
I
better.
like Akito the Exiled better than I do Code Geass.
I think I like season 1 better of Code Geass than Akito the Exiled.
Season 1 and 2 are the same to me.
I
and
would say
just like it
season
when-
2, like,
The movie also is pretty good.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, me neither.
That's like the ending of the show.
Yeah, I know. I'm the
No,
worst.
I know. I just watched the first 2 seasons.
Oh
I
wait,
liked
did
the
you
ending
watch
of
the
the second
OVA
season.
of like Nonali in Wonderland?
Probably. I think I
Actually-
watched everything for that show.
It's
Or-
really cute.
Or actually, I
Too
kind
bad
of
Not
liked,
Only is the fucking worst.
I kind of liked the ending of season 2, but then I learned later that it was not the actual ending because I was watching the dub, And in the dub, they cut out
the
we're
end
already-
part
we're
where
already-
he's
yeah,
like,
we're already in spoilers, but I'm gonna get into further spoilers.
right.
At the end of the season, like Lelouch gets stabbed by Zero,
Yeah, which is Suzaku.
which is Suzaku, and he does it on
Also-
purpose because it's his plan to unite everybody by being the worst fucking dictator.
Also, that all score, no sound effect, no dialogue,
Oh, perfect.
is so unbelievably well done, so well directed, where I'm just like, you have no right to be this good of an end for this story.
Yes,
Not that
it does.
I don't think, I love Code Geass, but it's one of my all-time favorite endings.
And it's
Yeah.
not even the ending.
Yeah,
As
and-
the
you know what I
movie is
mean?
the ending.
You know what I mean, though? Like in the
Yeah, because
two
Lelouch
seasons.
be alive.
yeah, because
sure
I love
does.
how like at the end of the dub, it's just like Lelouch dies and it kind of cuts and that's the end
And
of
then
it.
you have
And you're
C-
like,
but
oh,
you-
okay,
but you
he
have
was
C2
he was a
on the-
martyr.
Yeah,
Let me
on
sorry.
on the
get
card.
there.
But that's in the dub too.
I'm getting there.
I'm sorry.
It ends right before it shows him.
Oh, that's
But
true.
it ends
that's true.
before it
You're right.
shows that the person driving it is secretly Lelouch, who faked his own death.
Was
Right.
he driving it? I thought he was in the hay.
Or he was in the hay. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was driving.
He
it.
might have been.
I think he was driving.
I don't
I
remember.
thought he was like driving it, and then like you see him like, because it's when you first see the establishing shot, like the guy's head is down and his hat's like cast over his face, and then when C2 says like, "Isn't that right, Lelouch?" and then it goes to the guy, and he like kind of like looks up, and you see it's Lelouch.
Okay, that might be it. But they changed it because they were told to, didn't they?
I have no idea.
Not sure.
Because I think they were told. I think the people were like, yeah, we don't want that anymore.
Why?
I think because I don't because
Did they not want to like?
because
continue
dub
it?
houses are not allowed to like change stuff like that normally.
Oh.
Like they have to be told to do stuff like that. So I mean maybe this was a case where I'm like they did it themselves.
But-
I don't know,
Unless you're
but
Ghost Stories.
But also, I feel like it's weird
well,
that
yeah,
they.
but there's a difference between that where Ghost Stories was just like they just said do whatever the fuck you want. But like most shows they care about
the
Yes.
continuity.
right. Yeah. So like.
So even if like the dialogue is not like super,
Right. So I have to assume that they were told to change it.
which is very
Did it
strange
air
and-
differently at one point?
I don't know,
It might have aired
because
differently.
I
in
never
Japan.
watched it when it was airing.
Yeah, it might have maybe in Japan like after a certain point they changed the ending in Japan too.
But even if you think about that, like they would change it. So for me, I think it's weird because in let's say the dub version that Colin has seen, where it's just C2 asking, "Isn't that right, Lelouch?" and then it cuts away, right? Goes to credits. Like that's super ambiguous.
I thought she never. I thought she didn't even say Lelouch.
She
in the
does.
dub.
She says his name even in the dub.
Oh.
But
okay.
but we never see him. And it's super ambiguous, and you're just like, is she talking to him in like her brain kind of a thing, like she would do with Marianne,
Right.
his mom? So I thought maybe it was that. But then, so they leave it very ambiguous. But then, if you know that a different cut exists of him being there, I think it just changes, I guess, like...
Well, that wouldn't be the first thing to do that.
No, you're right.
There have been like movies that change their cuts after they've been released.
You're right, but I think if you have this grand ending with him being stabbed in the chest and it's this huge public display, right? And then we don't know if he's actually dead and it's ambiguous. I think that leaves a different impression than knowing he made it, because knowing he made it makes you feel like of course he would, because he wouldn't martyr himself IRL. He would just do it like
He just make it seem like he
on
would.
the down low so he can keep living, because he's fucking 18 years old. Like, you know what I mean? He's an emperor at 18. He's like, yeah, I'm over it now.
You've never seen the movie though?
No, I've never seen the
It's
movie.
on Funimation.
Oh, I should watch it.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good movie. They do change some stuff.
Oh, like retcon?
Yeah, because they. So it kind of works off of the recap movies history
Okay.
continuity, which is where Orange Hair Girl is still alive.
Shirley?
Yeah. She doesn't die.
Oh,
in
Rolo
that.
never kills her? Okay.
So in the movie, she's still around. And if you've never seen those,
Right.
because I didn't watch them because I was like, I just fucking watched the series, whatever. And I was talking to Eamon about it. And I remember like watching the movie and I'm texting him during it because I like talking to him while I'm doing shit, like
Right.
whatever. And she Shirley fucking shows up. I was like, whoa, what? And he was like, oh yeah, she's still alive. They changed that for some reason. And I was like, why? Because like I don't think she really adds anything. But like it changes some of the circumstances and like kind of keeps. I guess it's to keep him a bit more
Likeable.
yeah, like likable and like grounded because he still has that old tie
Okay.
instead of having that tie fucking severed.
Can I just say one thing about Shirley? Not only do I think she adds nothing to the story,
Yeah.
No, but her dad died that one
I
time.
don't fucking care.
And
Me
she
neither.
died. And she died that one time.
I don't care because here's the thing. I feel like if they had left Shirley out completely, nothing would be different. Because if you think about like
Well, Rolo would have never had that moment that made Lelouch get rid of him.
he wanted to get rid of him anyway because he knew at that point that that wasn't his real brother. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is because even without Shirley, Lelouch has a lot of humanizing moments and a lot of moments where he's realizing the level of impact his decisions make. Like, especially with Colin, they have so many scenes together where she's realizing, oh, is this right for us to be doing this? Right? And then when she's expressing it to him, even though she has like an inkling that's Lelouch, but she doesn't know. And you see his reactions of being like, am I just foolishly playing God, essentially? Or does like my, like, does the end justify the means? You know, because that's obviously like a super big theme, especially with Suzaku, and how they just decide to give him a complete 180, and then Suzaku is like, don't you know the ends justify the means? Even though the whole show he was saying that's not true. And I'm like,
yeah, but he has that
But he
fucking like
also
breaking
kinda-
point that where like he finally realizes.
oh
that
yeah,
he
he has
should
a
fucking
complete
bend.
he has a complete mental breakdown when they have the Flea warheads go off.
But that's where it comes from. It's not a complete 180 out of nowhere.
But at the same time, I think it would make more sense if that came when he in the beginning when what is it? Something happens with him in C2 and he has the flashes of him and his father, and it's his father being like, I was like, you always chose the wrong thing. I'm so disappointed in you, whatever. And then it's him reliving him killing his own father.
Right, but
Right?
but it's to show that he's just so stubbornly in denial.
I guess
Like
that's
it
fair.
it takes the cataclysm that is the Flea warheads for him to fucking finally snap out of it,
Right.
or to have that like mental break to realize that he is being stubbornly wrong.
I guess that's fair.
Like because it's just to show how fucking stupid he is.
But also, I will say, I do feel robbed of the happy ending that could be Suzaku and Princess Euphemia. Because they were really cute together.
Too bad, so sad.
Too bad she murdered all those people and then herself.
Okay, but he knew.
Wait, did she kill herself? Or was
No.
she killed?
She was killed.
No, she gets shot and then she dies in the hospital bed on the Avalon.
As and Suzaku holds her as she dies.
And-
And she's like, Suzaku, please do me a favor and fucking kill yourself.
No. She asks, she's like, because she's dying, the Geass is slowly wearing off. And she asks him if, like, her initiative worked or was, like, helpful to
Oh, yeah,
people.
yeah.
And it's really emotional. And he's like, yeah, so many people signed up. Like, he doesn't want to, like, tell her, obviously, in her, like, dying moments. And then right before she goes, she's like, oh, I'm so happy, like, things are working out. And then she dies.
I thought like in her last
no,
moment she was
so-
like, kill yourself.
So she does originally say that.
Yeah, and then she
But
starts,
then-
and then, it
And then
slowly
she's,
starts
like,
going
really
away.
declining.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole
'Cause-
time
'cause
she's
she-
still saying, "I make sure you like kill yourself, do it." And then when she starts finally fading away,
it's not even that, because she's like fading, and then the Geass is popping in while she's talking to him. She's like, "Wait, but you're Japanese too, right?" And then she's fading some more. You know what I mean? So I don't think she ever like says that he should kill himself, but like, you in your brain of the viewer, you understand the context of her being like, oh, but you're Japanese too. You know what I mean?
yeah, but and then she dies thinking she did good.
Yeah, which honestly, I have no problem with that because I'm like, she's just so pure and sweet and innocent.
But like that,
and
I
she
just
deserves the best.
I remember that moment of just like Lelouch being like, "All right, you won."
yeah, and then when
And
he
what does he say? Was he like making a joke or?
okay,
Yeah.
so he's saying, you know, you won, you're doing the right thing. I'll let you do what you need to do. And she's like, oh, but how are you gonna get out of here now that like you cornered me essentially? And he's like, it's okay, I can be very persuasive. And she's like, yes, I know you're really smart and all that. He's like, no, you don't understand. Like, and he's talking to her and he's like, if I told you to kill all the Japanese, you would. And that's when it happens.
And the Geass
And she,
automatically
because it's such a like
activates.
extreme opposite of who she is, like she's trying to fight it. And she's like, I don't want to do this. Like, that's not who I am. But then it takes full control. And she just starts fucking going kill crazy.
Yeah.
I,
And
lo- I do
that's- and
love
I-
that scene because
I
she's
love
like,
that
would it be so kind if you all just died?
Yeah, and she
Would you? And she just grabs a soldier's gun and just starts shooting
and
into
and
the
then
crowd, and
she's
it's
like, all
oh.
soldiers, get to it, do your job.
I just remember the moment where he says it and then the Geass just activates and
Yeah.
it flies out and he just goes and he like he's like no, like doesn't he like scream out?
He really doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he didn't mean for it to happen, and he even has this confrontation with C2 being like, why did it happen when I didn't want it to happen? Like that
because
wasn't
now it's always on, right? After that
it
point.
wasn't always on, but it's definitely
After that point, I mean, isn't it always
in
on?
the one eye.
Yeah, I think
Is
he has
that
to
when
start
it's
wearing a
always on?
contact.
I think
after
that's
that.
when it starts,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
when it starts.
Yeah, in the one eye, it's always on.
I do remember just watching that scene as it was going, and he's like, hey, if I told you to kill all the Japanese, I'm like, why wouldn't you just say 10 jumping jacks? What, are you a fucking moron?
Yeah. I love that you go with kill them all.
But if you
Immediately.
think about
It's-
it,
I do think that's like one of the weaker points of writing in the story
I
because
think
it's just
so
like such
too.
a convenient plot escalation, but it's also like, you
But at the
fucking
It's to prove
moron.
the point.
but
It's
at
to prove the
but at
point,
the
yeah.
same time, like he knows that's the exact opposite of who she is.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. No, it's. I think it's like.
I
it's
think
a
it's
weaker plot
kind
point,
of
but it's not-
lazy, but at the same time, it is
Yeah.
logical
It
in
works.
some way. Also, am I the only one who's like in love with Guilford and Cornelia? Cornelia
Is that the silver-haired lady and the
no? Valletta has the silver hair, and she's with
like she gets
Ogie.
injured and he takes her in, right?
Yeah, but
I like
Cornelia,
that.
I like
those
that too.
I
They're
also,
cute.
she is banging
Wait,
hot.
did you watch the like in the last episode of season 2 they have like the after credits and it's like
Yeah.
flashes of like
They have kids.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
really sweet. But no, Cornelia is Euphemia's older sister. She has like the darker pink hair and
Oh, I
she's always
remember
in
her,
like
yeah.
the military
Yeah.
outfit, and then Guilford is her knight and he's in love with her.
Yeah.
But she's also in love with him, but she's like bound to her duty,
Yeah.
and it's really sweet.
yeah. Euphemia
No,
is definitely
I-
the most tragic of that
No,
show.
I
though.
liked
yes.
the other knight, Anya.
Oh, I liked Anya too.
Anya was great.
Although I think they definitely pull some fuckery with like Marianne taking over Anya's body with her Geass, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that was fucking
literally
weird.
so stupid. That's I think my one true gripe with season 2 is everyone and their goddamn mom have Geass. Like
Yeah.
the Knight of One has Geass to like predict your movements. Who is it?
Was that the super armored one?
No, he has like
No.
a really big sword.
Okay.
Yeah, he does.
Like he
How
has
sour do we think this is?
I don't know, you want to try it on camera?
Do it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Okay.
What's
Let
it
us
called?
know.
There's this really sour gum that's just been sitting on the table.
Okay, eat it. do
and
it.
I'm explaining it to the audio people.
Do what you want,
I will.
bitch.
Gonna love this part on the audio.
But yeah,
that ASMR crowd.
Stop it. But what was I
Keep an eye
saying?
on that face.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay.
I mean, like it's sour, but it's fine.
Is there another one? I want to try one. Sorry, Colin. I keep ruining your bowl.
It's the crinkles.
Um,
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
made it
Right
quick
there.
and painless.
This bitch.
As quick and painless as I could.
Making a mess, a mockery of my candy bowl.
Your candy bowl?
My candy bowl. I
Well-
made that.
Get a better candy bowl. All right, now Sage is eating it.
She's making a little more facial reaction.
It doesn't taste good.
I mean, I don't hate it.
It's not really sour. It's just kind of stale.
The worst problem about these kind of gums, especially in like
Ew, this is horrible.
and also blow pops, is like the gum is never good.
Yeah, the
It's
blow
never
pop
worth it.
blow pop
You
gum
want
is just like
this?
you chew it for like a minute and you're like,
Do I
cool,
want it?
done.
This is terrible.
Yes, spit it out into my mouth. What the fuck? What do you? No. No, do not put it on. Okay.
She's not. She's putting it back in the wrapper and then she's gonna throw it away because she's wasting
Fuck
food.
me.
Anyway,
What was I saying?
um,
About my undying love
You were
for
talk-
Code Geass.
you were talking about how you
everyone
didn't
in
like
the-
the- yeah.
Right, everyone and their mom gets a Code Geass. Code Geass gets a Geass. Like, I don't really. I understand like Rolo and them like manufacturing kids with Geass, right? I get that, but I really did not need like the whole sob story of every time Rolo uses his Geass, he stops his heart and blah blah blah, and he's on borrowed time. And then Nonali becoming the viceroy of Area 11. I did not need any of that.
Nonali sucks.
I like Nonali in season 1 because she
She's just a cute sister.
not only is she a cute sister, but she really grounds Lelouch in his efforts.
Right, but like,
But
she's the lightning rod, or no, the
The
grounding rod.
linchpin.
Sure. There's another
I-
grounding rod, or
I think I understand what you're trying to say.
yeah.
But then in season 2, where you start off the season, and if you're Lelouch, you're like, oh, I don't have a sister, I have a brother.
Mm-hmm.
But he
How
still.
does that happen again?
The king brainwashes him.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay.
But so he still has a brother. Then he's at the casino playing chess. But he still makes
And then
the
you get Colin in a bunny outfit.
You do, and that's top tier. But what I don't understand is why he would still make the choice to inherit the Geass again, if that's what happens.
Because he wants it. He realizes he needs that curse again.
But like in the beginning of season 1, his whole motivation is knowing how horrible the Empire is, and how it's not only done his personal family dirty, but so many innocent people. And his goal is to just take them down to create a more peaceful world, which is also Nonali's one wish, is for the world to be a more peaceful place. So he thinks if he does this, he can grant her wish, but also his own wish.
Well, he does it because the people tell him that what he believes is wrong.
But then in season 2,
That's what I'm saying. They tell him that what he believes is wrong. Because he's like, everything's fine. What are you talking about? And Colin's like, you've been brainwashed. It's not okay. You need to come back. And so then
how
he...
does he get his memories back when he gets the Geass again?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's like, you need to do this. And he trusts her. He's like, all right, fine, fuck it. And then he does it. And then he gets all his memories back. And he's like, oh, I do hate all these people.
And Rolo's not my brother.
Yeah.
This
That's...
bitch.
Yeah,
This
that's
bitch.
what happens. Plus, not only is a fucking cunt, so...
Also, I didn't
Later,
like...
she's the worst. Not only sucks in season 2.
In season 2, I really do not like Nonali, only
I
because...
don't think anybody does.
I think the only moment I really like is when she comes to terms with what Lelouch is doing in the Damocles, and she's in that garden,
Mm-hmm.
and she finally, for some reason, opens her eyes. So
Yeah,
she
the
can
first
see.
time, no, that's not the first time she can see that. The first time she sees is at the very end.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought
because she
you
is blind. He fixes it, doesn't he?
no,
No.
she's not like blind.
Oh
She just can't open her
She
eyes.
can't open.
Right.
She's traumatized, and that's why she's blind.
Yeah.
Um,
And then when she finally opens his eyes, doesn't he use his Geass? Like, doesn't
yes,
she?
right away.
Yeah, yeah.
And then once she hands him the key or the detonator for the Flaya warheads, she's like, "You're not the person I thought you were," because she this whole time doesn't know that Lelouch is Zero.
Yeah.
And she has always been in this very protected space of thinking that her brother just wants to protect her and go to school and get good grades.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And take care of her. But then when she realizes the many crimes that come along with being a rebellion, you know, against your enemy nation.
The leader of a rebellion against the nation that controls the world.
Right.
Britannia and China.
I think that's the one moment
it.
where I really enjoy her because she just has this moment of like, I don't know what's going on, and I love it. I also really like Shin-Kei, that Chinese like soldier guy who's the bodyguard.
That dude was awesome.
Oh, I loved him so much.
Yeah.
I think I like Akito the Exiled more than the show itself because of it not being as fucking like overly grand.
More like the story.
Yeah.
More simplified.
Yeah, like it's more grounded. I think that's why I like it more. Like, cause I love Code Geass. Like I enjoy that show a lot.
But it's this like world-defining history kind of story.
I think I just like the story that they tell in that a lot more because I think it builds the world in a more fascinating way than the giant world standings of the
it's
like
also
the show can do.
I also think like Code Geass is more like, I would say, Gundam 00 is to Evangelion, where like Code Geass and Gundam 00, or most Gundam series, have a lot of characters. There's a lot going on, a lot of different agencies and politics, and then some robot
Akito
fights.
still has all that.
Right, that's what I'm getting to. Whereas Evangelion also has that, but a much smaller cast, and is much more grounded in its, I guess, core themes.
Gotcha.
Where I feel like that's a better comparison. Not in terms of quality, but I just mean in the story structure and the way they decide to focus on things.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that, I guess.
Like, it's not a great one-to-one,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in general, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But like, I definitely think that everybody should watch Akito, especially because it's just 4 OVAs. So like.
Yeah, it's pretty short, and each one is what, 40 minutes?
Yeah, I think around there.
Yeah.
And they're so fucking good. Plus the mechs in them, the
God.
nightmares are
The
so
spider
cool.
The spider one,
It
looks so good. That's CG, right?
I think so, yeah.
But it's very well done CG. Like, you look at it and you know it's CG, but it doesn't stand out from the rest of the scene. Like, it doesn't feel like it's floating on top. It blends in very nicely, and the way it just moves, it just feels like, you know how like you're used to seeing the nightmares that have like almost like that humanoid look?
Yeah.
Where this one is just like crawling all over the place, like
Oh,
doing all these like very intricate motions.
I dig that.
No,
yeah.
it looks really good.
Oh, they're so cool. They're so cool designs.
They make me think of Ghost in the Shell every time I see them.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. Those like blue kind of similar spidery looking ones in Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah. The tanks.
Yeah, the tanks. Thank you.
Yeah. The spider tanks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool though. I love Akito. It's
I
so
also really like the character designs in Akito, and I really like what's the blonde hair with the
main girl.
Yeah, what's her name?
I don't remember. Colin, you want to look
Can
up
you look
Akito
that up?
Exile
Sorry,
real
I
quick?
can't remember her name.
Internet's been down.
Oh, rip. Hold on, let me see if I can find it on my phone.
Um,
But I love like their style of like military uniforms.
the internet's down. Hold on, let me turn the internet on my phone. How is that going to help you?
Oh,
I don't know if the internet
sorry.
itself is down, but like you're. Yeah, actually, no. It's not like you're not connected to my Wi-Fi. It's just like no internet.
I like how she
Hold-
turns on her
Okay,
fucking
you know
internet to
what?
do
I
it.
did not ask for judgment here.
But you'll receive it.
Yeah, you will receive it. But she's
Layla?
great. What?
Layla? I thought they called her like Leah or something, or Leia.
I mean, it might be a nickname that he calls her.
Oh.
But it kind of, I don't know. Neither of you watched 86, right?
Nope, I
No.
haven't seen 86 yet. I've been hearing things about it. I heard some good things. I heard some bad things. I was gonna give it a shot.
I only got halfway into it, and then I started something else, and then I realized that they were doing a dub, and I was like, I'll just wait for the dub.
Halfway into the first season or
Yeah.
halfway into the series?
There's only one season.
No, there's 2.
Did
For what?
they release a second season
Yeah, 86 part 2.
immediately after?
My understanding is that there is a second part.
Wait, what's 86?
I'll double check.
It's kind of like Akito the Exiled, with like an entire show.
It's an anime?
Yeah. I didn't think there were fucking 2 seasons. The show literally came out last anime season. But they were doing a dub, so then I was like, I'll just wait for the dub to be done.
Yeah, I heard it's just kind of like beating you over the head with like racism bad, but also like not saying anything particularly.
Okay, but why does this
Good.
low key look like handshakers?
Don't you do that? It doesn't. It's
the
actually
hair.
very pretty.
No, I believe you. It's just this like one image with the hair like that.
You know, I was really bummed when Kat said she couldn't make it on the episode today because I saw that she fucking watched No Game No Life, and I was like, oh, I gotta talk to
Did
her
she
about
really?
that. Yeah.
I don't. I have not watched all of
won't-
it, and I
won't-
don't
won't
think
give
I
out her
ever will.
rating. I won't give out her rating, so we can talk
I
about
saw
it.
it.
With her,
It's I got opinions on it.
I don't.
I think it's a really, really fun show that just does a lot of things that would make me not want to watch it again. It has a lot of promise.
It has a lot of really good jokes. It does a lot of things really well. It does.
I like a lot of the characters.
So many things poorly.
Yeah. Like I like the writing. I like the characters. I think the guy and his sister are really great, but also the worst at the same time. And I do really like the girl, the like princess or whatever.
I think I got like maybe 1 or 2 episodes in, and I'm like, this isn't for me. Oh my god! Wait, can I tell you something that is absolutely for me though?
1 sec. 86 Part 2 has started.
Wow. All right, that was fucking fast.
Hold on, I have to
Like
find
it's
it
coming out.
on my
Or
Shonen
they just
Jump
started
app.
production.
Episode 1 aired October 3rd, 2021
Wow. Okay.
in Japan.
All right then.
So did either of you ever read Hikaru no Go?
English title.
I think the English title might actually just be Go.
Then probably not.
Oh, go. I meant to get to that at some point. I
No.
never did,
Okay,
though.
so when I was a kid and I used to get the Shonen Jump weekly magazines
I
or
wish I
monthly, I
did,
don't know how
yeah.
we did it here in the States. They used to have it in there, and I always loved the artwork because for a manga about a tabletop like Japanese version of
chess.
chess,
Then
right?
definitely no.
You would think it's kind of bland and boring, but I actually think it's really fun and interesting.
I wanted to check it out because I also really want to know how Go is played.
But the artwork,
Oh, okay. I know the game.
the
I don't know
artwork
the
is like
story though.
kind of stupidly good for what it is.
That's the one with like the
It's the little kid who like
Go is the one that has it's like the blocks
Yeah.
with like the green on top usually, and like they have different symbols, right?
No,
I don't know if it has
that's
green on top, but-
no, it doesn't. It's not blocks.
Do you know what
You're-
I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. You're thinking of
Oh, are you thinking of...
mahjong.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, you're thinking Mahjong. Yeah. Different.
This is
Yeah.
Go. It's a board like this, and
Oh,
you
that
have
one.
like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
tiles.
Yeah.
Ask,
Yes,
ask
yeah.
my mom. She knows I played Mahjong.
Really?
Yeah. She used to play with some people. I think she still does sometimes.
I feel
Wow,
like
that's
I'd
kinda
wa-
cool.
I feel like I'd want to play Mahjong. What's the did the game in Hunter x Hunter exist? The
Yeah,
one
that
with
was
the
Go.
girl. It was Go.
It was Go.
It was Go.
Yeah.
Okay, because I saw the board and I was like, that looks
Okay,
familiar.
but
I think it was Go. It was
Look
Go
at
or...
the action lines of him just placing this piece down.
Oh,
Is
is
it-
that,
is it
is that
any
Go?
sports
No,
anime?
no, it's not Go. What
Yeah,
was it? Was
sports
it? Was
anime,
it?
just,
Yeah, it's essentially a sports anime before
yeah.
like Japanese chess.
Right. Yeah.
But the story is really interesting, and like watching him, cause okay, so his grandfather used to play, and he has this old board that he like finds in his attic.
I'm sorry, I was thinking of shogi.
Oh,
it is.
that's
Shogi,
Shogi
what it
is the one that they
Shogi
play.
is the one. I want to learn how to play shogi. That looks really fun.
Every time I think of
that's also tiles, right?
Yes, it's this one.
Yes.
every time I watch a
Mahjong
sports
is the one
anime,
with the green.
yeah. Every time I watch a sports anime, I just think, "Where's Keijo season 2?" Every time.
Okay.
They canceled the
Is,
shit out
is,
of that.
is
I
Pai
know,
Show a
I
real
know.
game?
Yes.
Pai Show from
Like-
Avatar.
Like Avatar, Pai Show.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's a real thing.
Probably.
I think it's a I want to say
I feel like it would
definitely.
be adapted from a real game, but maybe isn't like super legitimate.
I
you know?
think the Lotus isn't actually as good of a thing as people say it as that show makes it.
Oh,
thi-
as
seem.
Uncle
But I'm
Iroh
pretty
says
sure
it
Pi
is?
Show's real.
Yeah, it's
I'm sorry.
it's titled Show, and it's a traditional race game from Tibet,
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
and it's the name is simply a Tibetan word for dice.
Wait, let me see. Also, I just need to say that Avatar is just such an unbelievable masterpiece, and
Yeah.
We
I-
talk about this a lot.
No,
Can we
because I
scratch?
can't-
You
I
can
can't
scratch
get
off your
over it.
bingo card of where Sage says really positive things about Avatar,
yeah, and I
and is correct.
like I just
Well, we're gonna be getting well, we have the Avatar studio now, and then we
Right.
also are still getting that live
live
action
action
one on
Netflix, right?
Yeah,
Which I don't
where
know.
they did just cast the Fire Lord. And my God, is he hot?
I saw those cheekbones and I was like,
That man got a 90-degree angle from his cheek to chin.
we can make it work.
There's this guy I follow on TikTok who I love, and he sometimes he'll just like talk about how hot people are when they get cast, and he was
I
like,
kind of love that.
and he was talking about the guy that got cast as Ozai, and he was like, this man out here being in real life with fucking better cheekbones than a goddamn drawn character.
That was the antagonist from Shang-Chi, right?
I
No.
don't think so.
No?
He's the
Oh.
guy. He's in Hawaii Five-0, I think.
Gosh, I
I
can't
don't remember his name.
feel like somebody said that.
You mean the dad?
No,
Yeah.
it's not. It's not him.
Oh wait, the protagonist or the
the
antagonist?
antagonist was
No,
the
it's not
dad in
him.
Shang-Chi.
It's not him.
Correct,
Okay,
but
then-
he's
Different
white.
guy.
The dad is much older.
I saw.
I
like,
thought you said
one thing one
white
time.
for a second. I was like, he sure is
No.
not
Yes.
white.
The
No,
dad in
you
Shang-Chi.
saw my tweet and you judged me for it about the dad in Shang-Chi.
Yeah,
what,
no, I
what,
know.
what was your tweet about the dad in Shang-Chi?
I can't remember the actor's name, but I was like, actor's name
Yeah,
is daddy, and he was upset about it.
but he was.
Thank you,
But
Colin.
he was.
But yeah. But that man be hot.
That man be hot.
That man did.
Um,
I just saw a picture. I was like,
Yeah, but I don't know. I just I don't
I mean,
don't
look,
have a lot of
Oz-
faith in live action
look,
stuff. But
Ozai has to be attractive. He has to live up to Mark Hamill.
yeah,
It's true. It's true.
it's true. Fucking God, I love Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill's amazing.
Anytime I read something with the Joker, it's his voice. I mean, same with
Yeah.
reading anything with Batman, it's Kevin Conroy. But like the laugh, like anytime I read when there's the laugh on like a comic page, I like hear Mark Hamill's laugh and like the echo of my
Clear as
brain,
day. Clear as
and
day.
I'm like, yes.
Wait, I have a question. Did we get anybody else's casting or just the Fire Lord?
Yeah, we know other people. We know
Oh, wait,
we
I-
knew Zuko and the Avatar
Oh,
team.
I only
Yeah.
know.
But minus Top because she doesn't show up.
Wait, can you pull it up? Because I only know who the Fire Lord is gonna be. Because
Um,
I'm really bad
I don't
at Twitter.
think any of them are like name.
No, that's
people.
not the problem.
Name
I
them
was just
people.
gonna say that I remember in watching Last Airbender, I thought that all of the casting choices, except for Dev Patel as Zuko, were really bland. Only because I think Dev Patel could do a very good job as Zuko. Not that he looks like him, but I think he can embody that character very well.
Yeah, I mean that movie has a lot of problems. I don't think we need to get into that.
No,
I think we've gone over it too.
I think everyone and their mom has beaten that dead horse.
Yeah.
But in context of them attempting to make another live action version of a show that I think is so perfect that live action will do literally nothing for it.
I know I've pitched
Yeah.
my Avatar game on this podcast
Right,
before,
I remember
but
you telling me
still
that.
fucking think it'd be so
No, that would be great.
damn cool.
I've got some names.
Wait, I need pictures.
Apologies if I butcher any names. I will give you the pictures in a second.
Thank you.
Gordon Cormier is playing Aang.
Mm-hmm.
We have Kia Wentio, one name as Katara. Ian Owsley as Sokka. Dallas Liu as Zuko. And that's all that's in this article. And here is the pictures of the four.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my god, the kid playing Aang literally looks like he's 8 years old.
Well,
I think he's literally 12.
I think he's
Wait, but why is Katara so much older?
'cause
Well,
I think
everyone
she's
was aged
14.
up, wasn't it?
I think she's 14.
Yeah, everyone was aged up.
Or
Everyone's aged up.
They were
actress
aged
is
up
14.
even more, and then Netflix changed it to age them down a bit. But they were like,
What, did they want to make them like 17?
yeah, I think like Aang was 16 or
But
something
that's not
like
the
that.
point of the story.
Yeah, but Netflix makes everyone a bit older, so they can take it like a darker story. It's gonna be a slightly
Let's go
darker story.
that WB route.
Dark enough.
Oh yeah, and then we have Daniel Day Kim.
Motherfuckers, you're gonna tell me genocide? Like a 12-year-old witnessing the genocide of his entire people
Well,
in
the
like
after-
episode 3 is
the-
not dark enough
Yeah, but to
for
be fair,
Netflix?
quite a
The
lot of it-
aftermath of a genocide,
Yeah.
Sage. He just
to be
found the
fair-
skeleton of his de facto father.
The first
Oh,
season
I am
is the first
so
season's
sorry
pretty fucking
that's not
lighthearted.
traumatizing enough.
No,
But
no,
like to be
no,
fair, the first
no.
season is pretty
Look it off.
lighthearted.
You're right, but there are definitely
Until episode
things
3.
that happen.
No,
that,
but even but then after episode 3, it goes back to pretty lighthearted too.
and then
Yeah, 'cause he's in
but then
denial.
you have episode 11, which is the storm, and then you're hearing about Zuko
The storm
and
is-
how his father was just like, you know what? You spoke out of line. Let's have a fucking Agni Kai. And then he's like, you're a little weak ass bitch. Let me burn half your face and banish you from the kingdom.
Yeah.
Bye.
Your sister is better.
Yeah.
Well, she
You were
is.
born lucky. The sister.
Yeah.
You were lucky
were
to be
lucky.
born.
Azula was
Born.
better up until Zuko got better, but like
Right.
Azula was actually better than him.
She was better until people started turning on her and she went crazy because she's a
Yeah,
dumb
because he even
bitch.
admitted, right, that he probably wouldn't beat her at her best at that fight, but she's like, but she's off. I can
Yeah.
beat her now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he admits
No,
he was like,
because
I wouldn't be able to beat
the,
her.
The second that May and Ty Lee leave her at the Boiling Rock is when that descent starts.
Right, but I'm saying is that he admitted that
Oh, yeah,
if
no,
she was at the top of her
absolutely.
game, even when he was at the top of
He
his
would
game,
be
he
dead.
wouldn't win.
Right
Yeah.
before the Agni Kai, he says it to Katara.
That's what I was gonna say. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's like, I wouldn't win, but she's off. I can do this.
Right.
Yeah.
God, that fucking fight.
Oh.
So amazing.
Some of the prettiest animation
oh my
ever.
God. With
Choreography's fantastic.
Yeah, just the flames, like when you see the
And-
wide shot of the volcano city, and it's just
But then the flames, like you feel the magnitude and the greatness of the power of them colliding.
the sound effect that they do, where it's like that, like it's like that condensed jet engine
Yes.
sound, and then like,
There's like almost no score.
yeah, it's just that very light like piano piece or violin piece or whatever it is. Yeah.
but it's like almost like so subtle, and it's just like these great bursts of light of them giving it their all.
They did such a good job at showing how powerful the fire was in those scenes, like when they're scorching the earth,
Mm-hmm.
and like you see that moment where like he puts his hand out and the flame shows, and then it like shrinks
Right.
and explodes out,
Yeah.
and you feel how much power is behind
This is the
that.
fight with the Fire Lord, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
well, like
right.
what
Aang and the Fire
before the fight when they were like all on the blimps and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when he's doing
yeah,
it, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Like you see like it condense smaller and then explode onto the ground, then all those
Right,
other
right.
fire benders come out. But like, oh god, speaking of that guy I was talking about where he like talks about how hot people are sometimes.
Right.
One of the things he was talking about, he was like, imagine how terrifying it would be if you're just fucking flying a blimp one day as your job and you're watching your boss just murdering all these people.
You're just
And-
casually watching genocide. You're like, oh, this is good. This
You're
is good. I signed up
watching
for
your
this. I'm
boss
happy
just
with this.
incinerate
And
these
then
people.
and he's like, and then you're just flying your blimp, and all of a sudden you hear a knock at the door, and you turn around, and all of a sudden the door fucking falls to the ground, gets like somebody jumps up on the ceiling, starts crawling on the ceiling,
Fucking
and
Iron
takes
Man.
out all of the people around you, and then you're just standing there, and the two normal ass people
You're
come
like,
in and knock you out.
I just got hired this week. I didn't really know what I was signing up for.
Because he was like, imagine that. Because metal bending didn't exist at that point, except for
Right.
Toph. Nobody knows about that. You just see your door get knocked down, encase somebody, and then they're climbing on the fucking ceiling like the Exorcist.
Although, so you know how like in the Avatar comics, like
She starts the school.
Toph starts
she's
the
like the-
metal bending school, but she's still like pretty young because this is what like 2 years
Yeah,
after the
something
end,
like that.
Maybe.
something like that. So Toph would only be what 14, 15
Something like
At
that.
maximum.
most. Yeah.
A part of me kind of wishes she kept metal bending to herself to just be like, surprise, bitch.
No, because she starts spreading it, and then when you get to Korra, you have like there's that whole city of metal benders and metal benders.
Right, that's
like,
her daughter.
Yes, one of her daughters runs the city, and the other daughter's the chief of police, and metal bending is like
her and Sokka's
a
kid.
really useful utility throughout the world.
Right.
It's the only two people that. Well, to be fair, we get who the police chief's dad is. We actually know who it is. Well,
We
no,
do?
Toph says the name because Korra asks her, and
Oh, right, she
Lin
said-
Lin is there, and like Lin gives like Korra that fucking like death glare, and Toph's like, his name was whatever, he was whatever, and then
Right, it
Lin's
was
like,
just-
you've never fucking talked about my dad once.
It's
What
like,
was that
but
shit?
it's like some random guy, right?
Yeah, it's just some random
Yeah.
schmuck.
Some
that sounds
random
like
schmuck.
Toph just being like, all right, you come on.
Well, yeah, I think she said that they were married or something. She was like, it just didn't work out, and he was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Toph had the two failed marriages. We don't know about Sokka. He could still be married to Suki. He could not be. Nobody knows.
What a scam, though.
We don't even know if he has kids.
To be fair, Toph was trying to hit it with anyone.
She
like-
really was.
Like she tried with Sokka, and she's like, "Oh, Sokka, you saved me." It's
that
like, "This is
episode-
Suki." And it's like, oh. And then when she's trying to with Zuko, she's like, "Oh, Zuko, let's have an emotional day together." And
let's
he's like,
have an
and he's
adventure.
like,
Everyone
"I'm
else got to
sad."
go.
Yeah.
I'm sad, boy. And she's like, "Yeah, this fucking sucks."
The
Sad boys
the
fucking
Wait,
fucking
and that
TikTok.
scene where Suki saves her from drowning,
Yeah, yeah.
she's
She's
like,
like,
"Oh, thank you,
Sokka.
Sokka."
And she like kisses her, and she's like, "This is Suki," and
And
she's
she's
like,
like, "You can
You
let
can
me
let me
drown
drown
now."
now.
"I'll die. I'd rather die."
Um,
Thanks.
but like the fucking TikToks of like people being like, it's just like the sound effect of like smashing something,
Uh-huh.
and it's just like, and everyone's just laying there, and it's the caption is just Toph feeling and seeing everything in Sokka and Suki's tent when they're banging when they made that thing.
And Zuko comes in and Sokka be like, "I
Eats the
wasn't waiting
rose.
for anyone."
He eats the rose, and but yeah, like it's Toph just laying there hearing and seeing all of it. It's just like fuck.
She's just like, "Oh, he got that good. Oh, I'm gonna have to remember
No,
this."
I think if I was Toph, I would be like, maybe I just need like 5 blankets.
I'll
Get
just go
me away
sleep. I'll
from
just
the
go sleep on
vibrations.
Appa tonight.
Let's go sleep on top of fucking Appa.
Take me away.
Well,
That's gotta be her all the time though, because at the end of
At
when
the
you
end
get to
Korra,
Korra-
she says
when
she
you
can
get to
see the
Korra,
world.
She sees the world, so she's just watching people fuck all the time.
She must be like immune to it or
yeah.
desensitized. That's
No,
the
she's
word.
desensitized. It's like you, yeah. It's like she's just like you've seen 100 dick pics, you've seen a million.
Like you've seen one, that's more than enough.
Yeah, she's probably
Kind of
like,
just
yeah,
block
whatever.
it out.
She's done.
Yeah.
She's just like,
Can't blame her.
it is what it is.
Is what it is.
She's an old woman who's just doing what she does.
And she's still flexing how fucking powerful she is. She like
She's-
takes out that whole army.
Yeah, she doesn't care.
You give metal benders a bad name.
She's also just sitting there like, yeah, I can see about half the world just from this spot. You know, it's chill. And she's
yeah,
like,
and then they're like, "Hey, wanna come help?" And she's like, "Nah, leave it for the young kids." And
She's
you're like, "You just fucking." Fine,
she's like, I already
whatever."
did my
She's
fucking
like,
part.
I'm living in the woods, living my best life, not worrying about all y'all's drama, and you're trying to get me to go back out there. I'm old. I'm over it.
She's the old hermit who doesn't want to fuck around. I respect that. That's what Master Roshi is.
Paid her
Except
dues.
Master Roshi helped out with Demon King Piccolo.
Okay, but Toph has paid her dues.
But like, I also
Roshi paid his dues.
I
No,
also
didn't.
think that
He's a pervert.
Did Roshi invent a whole new bending? No.
He
Wait,
well,
who
he
was the
created
first lava
Kamehameha.
bender?
yeah. What?
Who was the first lava bender?
That we don't- there's-
the
there's-
Red Lotus guy?
no, no.
we only
there's-
know of the Red Lotus guy.
No, that's
No,
true.
Bo
We know-
Lin
It's not
learns
true?
to do it too.
But first, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
We literally see an Avatar do it in the intro for Avatar the first series.
Do we really?
Yeah, there's the guy with the volcano and he fucking does the thing and the volcano explodes.
Oh,
Yeah. But
Roku?
what about a non? What
different
about
guy.
a non?
Earlier
because
one.
he
Yeah, but a non-Avatar. Like that's kind of a given. You can mix
right
Earth
because
and fire.
the Red Lotus
Well,
guy
because
is not
the Avatar couldn't do metal bending, and couldn't metal bend.
Yeah,
Right.
but that was also like a.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so I mean, it still counts.
Wait, I'm really confused. What Avatar?
They literally don't give him a name. It's just some dude in red.
I don't mean give him a name. I just am trying to picture in my mind in season 1.
Well, no, I mean like in the first series.
Oh, in the first series, who's
they just it's just one of a thing. They're showing all the avatars, and there's one person that fucking makes the volcano explode.
I feel like that's not really lava bending exactly though.
I feel like that would be more.
Also, I think they say Kyoshi could do it because she fucking separated the continents.
No, she doesn't
That's
lava
not
bend
lava
to do
In the
that.
book,
No.
they say that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because I was
mean,
gonna
that's
say I
after
was
the fact,
picturing
but
it
yeah.
in the show when she's creating Kyoshi
No,
Island.
I think. Oh wait, no, straight up, because she to fucking separate the land in the anime, she breaks the earth, and then she does like this, and lava comes up out of the ground to separate the land, and then she pushes it away with airbending.
I feel like it really still doesn't exactly matter because it's an avatar.
Right,
And
I
an
mean,
avatar's got
because
mastery
if
of.
you- if,
Okay,
like,
then
yeah.
the first person would be the Red Lotus guy, but
That
we've
we know
seen
of. That
lava
we
bending
know of.
before that, which is from other people.
Yeah, but who the fuck figured? Like this guy's not talking to that
yeah,
avatar.
but
It's
no,
hundreds
that's
of
what
years
I
ago.
mean. Of like, Toph is the first metal bender, right?
Yeah.
And she doesn't teach Aang to do it, but Korra, who is an avatar, does learn to do it, right?
Yeah.
So, I guess the first avatar that we see do it, did they figure that out on their own, or
Yeah,
did somebody
probably.
show them?
No, they probably figured it out on their own, is what I would assume.
Maybe one of their past lives talked about it, but then actually, who's the first
Gave
time?
them like the idea
Yeah.
or something.
I mean, but that regardless, somebody would have had to do it first, and it was probably that guy,
I guess
like
that's
that
fair. I
avatar,
guess
and then
that's fair.
somebody
I-
else learned from
as
him.
far as we know.
But
Bless you.
bless you.
Thank you.
And then because no avatar fucking flew before Zahir.
That's true.
But then like so my point, what I wanted to say is like I mean I don't. Korra's fine.
Right.
It definitely is not as good as Avatar.
I have
Yeah.
problems with
Yeah,
Korra, but
yeah.
I don't mind it.
But
No, I think Korra's good.
I
it's just
do-
not
one
as
thing
good.
that I really don't like about it because
About
correct
Korra?
me if I'm wrong if they do say it and I just forgot, but like all the past lives are just fucking gone, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Just gone.
Correct.
No,
That fucking sucks.
yeah. It,
Yeah,
no, it
so-
does fucking suck.
So when that happens with
Zahir disconnects her.
Rava and
No.
Vatu.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The
yeah.
fucking second season that sucks. Nobody
and
likes
I sure didn't.
the anti-Avatar.
right, and Rava is dying,
Yeah,
right? And Vatu and who's the guy that Rava's part of?
The other one.
The
dark one.
Korra's uncle, Water Tribe uncle,
Oh,
right? Whose
yeah.
name I can never remember. But anyway, so as
Aubrey Plaza's dad.
Rava is dying, Korra like doesn't know what to do, and then they merge, and it's kind of stupid.
It like restarts
Yeah.
the cycle.
But it restarts the
So
cycle
she's the first.
because Rava dies, which I think them introducing Rava and Vatu in the lore of
Ruins the lore.
the Avatar state
Mm-hmm.
completely ruins it. Now, I would have been okay
It makes Avatar infinitely less interesting.
if they had who was the first guy? Wong?
Yeah.
One.
So if they had
Love
Wong,
that story.
right? I love that.
Right, it's a great story, but it does ruin the lore of
No,
Avatar.
I think if they had
Without
without
Rava,
Rava, if you had just shown
like
Wong
one
going
getting the power
s-
from the
line
line
turtle to line turtle,
Right.
Yeah. Beautiful. I love that.
but like
part
the
so
fact
much.
that special is what starts the binariness of it, that there's just straight
right,
good and
that's
evil.
my
That's what
problem
ruins
with
it.
That's my problem with it is Rava and Vatu. If they had taken them out and had left it of Juan was figured out that you can get to more than one lion turtle at a time
Right.
and essentially collect the powers of all four elements.
Yeah.
And then he became the Avatar, and then it was decided that only one person can have everything, right? Like if it was something like that.
And then they pass the gift down, and the dying turtles disappear,
him
and all that stuff.
showing him being kind of like a thief and scummy to going to be kind of like rebellious, to him wanting to help people, to him living this nomadic lifestyle of helping people as he moves along and not really staying anywhere and being a nomad, but he's collecting all four elements in the vein of wanting to help others. And they did not introduce Rava and Vatu. If it was just him and his life experiences that sent him on that path, nothing would be wrong with
Well,
that.
we talked about this when I was watching Korra again,
Right.
which was I was watching like a video analyst guy talk about it, where he was like, Avatar was an orange and blue morality system, which is to say that the morality didn't really matter.
Right.
But then that special makes it black and white.
Correct.
It makes it there is good, there is evil, that is how it is. And that's what ruins Avatar, is that it
Even-
no longer is just the orange blue ambiguous.
Right. And
thing.
and the orange blue concept isn't even wrong, because when you see Aang take the Fire Lord's
Yeah.
bending away, it's the rays of orange and blue, which is the perfect culmination of all of the show's themes in that moment. And it's the orange, which isn't even bad, but just this opposite ideal version of what should happen.
And the fact that you see some of the blue and orange crossing.
Correct.
Yep.
And the,
It's not this perfect good versus bad, because like they don't say it in the show, but in the comic books, where people like Zuko wants to, I can't remember what exactly, but he wants to like break up, he wants to keep the colonies, right?
Yeah,
the
the
Fire
colonies.
Nation
Yeah.
colonies.
Because there are
But-
people who live there, and they don't want to leave their homes.
Right.
Right.
But Aang is like, no, we should return them back to the Earth Kingdom. But the colony people are even divided, being like, I know I'm an Earthbender, and this is where I was born, but I'm not going somewhere else. This is my home. You're not going to tell me to leave because this is no longer a colony. You know what I mean?
What did Kirsten say? It's like baby's first political war.
Yeah.
That's what those comics really are.
But yeah, it's
but-
just it because we're kind of over time now. But
Oh,
like,
sorry.
I basically that's what really brings that core down for me is that it just ruins it doesn't ruin it because I don't think things necessarily ruin what you've liked beforehand.
But it lessens the message and the theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially the fact that like now, unless they change it or retcon it at some point, like all the past lives are just fucking gone. Like they're just fucking gone forever, and you're like, that fucking sucks. Aang's fucking dead. Roku's gone.
I did miss like the connections to past avatars, like in original Avatar series when he would go to Roku for guidance, or he would call Kyoshi or whatever.
Because their whole point was to do it as a different spiritual versus physical, but it's like
yes,
Right.
I always thought that was like one of the more interesting parts of the series, and then when we saw Aang once,
even when you
in Korra, I
see.
think. Maybe we saw him twice. We see him the second time.
He gives
alone,
her powers
briefly.
back to
Yeah,
her, and
when
then
she gets
also
the Avatar
flashback.
stage,
And then
which
there's
is
the flashback.
absolute bullshit.
No, but like more so of like her directly talking to a past spirit is very rare.
But also,
in
not only
Korra.
in the original where Aang is talking to his past spirits, but like that episode where Aang is like, I need to learn firebending, and he goes to Master Zhang, and Master Zhang is like, no, you're not ready. You have to learn water and earth first, or else you will be unprepared. And Avatar Roku just shows up like, you are not going to teach me to firebend?
Oh, that is so
Are
bad.
you joking?
When
And-
the fucking
oh!
shit starts going, and he's like, you will
With
fucking teach
with
me.
the
And-
candles?
yes.
And then when John is like,
And
okay,
he's still fucking like upset about it. He's like,
No,
God
and-
damn it,
John
fine.
and
John
John
was
is
right.
like, okay, I'll teach you. And then Aang comes back as Aang, and he's like, woo! You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we don't get that kind of. I think that's also the problem of Korra being like 17, 18, where she's so impulsive and hot-headed, but it doesn't feel warranted.
It was them making somebody different because they felt like they needed to. Like the immediate first scene of Korra is, I'm the Avatar,
Right,
deal
she's
with
a
it.
little
She has
kid
the
and she
fucking
can
thing.
do all three.
It's like, because the point is that they were trying to write something that was very different from Aang, but in doing that, you made her so different that you couldn't do some of the other things because it no longer fit her character, that it like made it less interesting.
Right. I also think that in my personal opinion, I don't think Korra ever truly steps up to the plate of being the Avatar.
Well, yeah, like because I know
She
a lot.
doesn't
I know a
understand
lot of
the
people.
weight.
Yeah, and I know a lot of
She-
people say that she fails and like every season gets her ass kicked and stuff. And it's like that doesn't necessarily bother
That
me.
doesn't bother me either.
No.
It's
I think
just that
you can grow a lot from failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that like, and I do think that the series had the issue of, because you're setting up new villains every time, that
Well,
you no longer
yeah.
get that build up.
That is one of the main flaws of Korra, is that they only ever thought they had one season left at a time, so they
Right.
were always
Dude,
planning
if
the
Zahir
start
was
and end
the
of
villain
each.
the entire time.
Yeah,
Ooh,
no.
that would
They
be
would have done
very good.
They would have done a fantastic job with Korra if they were like, okay, we have 3-4 seasons to do this show, and we're gonna make this the main overarching villain, and this is gonna be the main villain of season 1, and then it's going to build
Yeah, like
up.
they all work
But-
for the Red
Yeah.
Lotus.
But
Oh.
do you
or
think
like more so like the Red Lotus is having its hands like little
Yeah.
bits as like the non-benders
'Cause
start to
here's the
rise
best
up,
part.
because the non-bender part, like, very good.
I think is interesting.
I think that's a
Yeah.
really interesting concept to explore in a story like this. Of like, of course they would have some kind of
tension.
tension at some point in time, and if it was like, okay, the Red Lotus was like pushing its hand just so ever slightly
Right.
as it's building up, and then it gets to Red Lotus for the 3rd, 4th season. Boom! It would have been perfect.
Can I ask a question though?
Please.
So if they had done it where they knew they had time, right, and it wasn't this time constraint of, oh, we could be canceled after this season, right?
Yeah.
And it was this similar style to regular Avatar of like episodic but also serial, right?
To be
Yeah.
fair, I
Over-
do think that their plan was to always do different
Oh, okay.
villains each season, just because they wanted, again, to change up the formula.
Right. But that's going to be my question. If they did do that with, let's say the Red Lotus was the main entity of like the bad guys, and then you had these like sub-villains, which is also true in Avatar, do you think people would be upset also because it's a very similar structure? And ultimately, I think most people will not give Korra a true chance, mainly because Avatar is, like I said, in my opinion, so perfect that it's very hard to compete.
Yeah,
if it was
people
the
never-
same, Okay, so I think that goes both ways, right?
Right,
Like,
right,
there's part of it which is like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Correct.
But then there's also like the other people that would be like, it's just kind of the same. But it really depends on how well it was. Because if it was
true.
the same and it was just worse,
Right.
then that almost makes it worse. Where like it's different and you almost can have like, I don't want to say that they were doing it this way, but for like viewers, that it almost makes the built-in excuse of like they were doing different things each season. So that's why you don't get as
I
attached to
don't know
stuff.
if that's really an excuse, because I think it's better that they did choose to explore other.
Yeah,
No,
they were just trying to do it as different as
it also
possible.
fit a very specific theme of each villain had a different representation of a different like ruling system,
Right.
or a different political system.
Right.
Right.
Like you have, I forget.
Anarchism.
There was anarchism. There was
Totalitarianism?
monarchism. There was capitalism. There was totalitarianism.
Yeah, like dictatorship.
Dictator.
Yeah.
And then what would you consider season one? Like some revolutionary kind of.
That would be anarchy, no?
That was
No,
not anarchy.
no,
Zahir
anarchy
was
is Zahir.
anarchy.
Oh,
He's
I'm
here.
sorry.
'Cause
Yes,
he's like,
here.
no,
so,
no.
so what would you call?
Yeah, and then there was like the minor villains like the Earth Queen.
Wait,
and,
would you
and,
call
Merrick.
season one like
Yeah, because season
Fuck
one's
me,
the
it's
one that would be
It's
tough.
about equality, isn't it?
it
So like
is, but it's-
socialism.
It's socialism.
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
be-
it's,
it would be
it's,
more of
it's
like-
about everybody being equal no matter what.
Yeah,
Right.
and I did really appreciate about Korra was it's like you take a general ruling concept and even ones that we accept that work, and you take it to the max and you say, oh, this does not fucking work at this point. Like a great example is Merrick, who was the capitalist guy because he's the business guy, and it's like what happens when you push it too far.
Right.
And you take
You
every
take it
single
to that
You
extreme.
take every single concept and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
push it to the extreme to where it stops
Well,
working.
yeah,
You
because
mean
it gets
Varric?
Varric.
it gets
The
it
Merrick.
gets, yeah, it gets
Merrick.
to it gets to the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
point of always
Melvin, no.
Yeah, it gets to the point of always like humanity always ruins the thing.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Also Cabbage Corp,
Cabbage
Oh
Corp.
my god.
who were framed, right? They weren't actually the villains.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
So Cabbage Corp ends up being like, although they were funding the revolutionaries, right?
I
Yes.
don't. Were they?
Somebody in them, I think, was funding the revolutionaries. I think was like
Maybe
the
like
thing.
Or were they purely framed about that?
I thought they were
Gosh, now I
purely
don't
framed
remember.
about
Now
it. I don't
now
remember at this point,
'Cause
but I
the-
thought they were
Because
framed.
I thought he was like, I thought him at least himself,
No.
the main Cabbage guy, was staunchly anti.
He was staunchly anti-Bender, but he was being framed by
I mean, he was dead by that point, I think. But
yeah, his company was being framed by what was Future Industries?
Industries. No,
Future Industries.
Asami's dad.
Asami's dad.
Yeah,
were
yeah.
they
company.
Future, or was Varric Future?
Asami's
Asami's
dad.
dad.
Asami's dad's company was
I
framing.
just know Asami's dad and Varric.
Yeah.
Yes, Asami's dad was framing Cabbage Corp.
Corp, right.
Right. Anyway, we are very open.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
super duper over. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you don't want to edit like a 2-hour clip?
No, I don't.
Come on.
Although I
Three
mean, it's a
people's-
3-person,
three-
so it's easy.
Three
Yeah,
people.
no, you just.
But I still have to do the last episode. So
Yeah, to be
Yay.
fair.
um,
All right.
We talked about anime this time, guys.
did,
We did a
we
good
actually
job.
did.
Pretty much the whole time.
yeah.
Teamwork. Great job.
Hell yeah.
Air.
Air high five.
Air.
Anyway, hey, thanks for watching and listening to our very long episode of the podcast. And by very long, I mean like it's not even that much longer than normal.
Yeah, only like
10
10
minutes.
minutes over.
Yeah. If you liked us and you're on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit us up on Twitter and that shit. Let us know what you thought. Let us know what your what you think of Avatar.
And Code Geass.
And Code Geass.
And waifus.
And waifus.
Lots
Waifus
of
very
options to
much.
talk about.
Talk to me about ecchi shows. And if you're on Spotify or Apple or Google or whatever, leave us a review, follow. Don't forget to hit up Anthony's YouTube channel at Super Milkshake and Cat the Moonstar on Twitch. And next week is our Christmas episode and also our anime club for Fruit Basket season
Fruits
1.
Basket, the 2019 version.
the remake.
Yes, this is the remake we're doing. 25 episodes.
Fuck, I really gotta start that.
Tisk tisk.
Look, I've been very busy at work. Anyway, yeah.
Nice, he's always on me about it.
Give that a watch and watch the episode if you don't, whatever. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.